Two ain't nothing to play with. It's showing us. Amen. When you come to serve the Lord, when you get this spiritual gift, prepare your souls. Prepare your souls. Because it's going to be ups and downs. It's coming.
Keep it pushing cause it's down to the wire. One of the best get tried by fire. If I fall, I can yell with a rank. Endure like I lead with the shakes. Push, you gotta endure. Pray, you gotta endure. Repent, you gotta endure. Faith, you gotta endure. As I face a man in the mirror, things can't get no clearer. Things in this world so paradox. Shit, we could never be an equinox. Lost my faith, fell in the water. Almost went back straight to the slaughter. Heaven and hell ain't really bother me. When I opened that book, I saw my decree. Learned from the best, so I saw Joe. Dropped to my knees, now I'm prayer mode. Taking all these hits, home runner, being dragged through the mud. Forerunner, things went wrong, I rebuke God. All in my feelings so bro, we had odds. Snatched it all away, like Debo, takes it all down like a repo. Woe to the ones who are faint-hearted. Woe to the ones who fell and departed. Woe to the ones that lost patience. Woe to the ones of complacence. I stand on my 10 with a smile. Yahweh gave me an inch, so I took a mile. Cleave unto him and depart not. Let the root take you like a slingshot. Keep it pushing cause it's down to the wire. One of the best get tried by fire. If I fall, I can yell with a rank. Endure like I lead with the shakes. Push, you gotta endure. Pray, you gotta endure. Repent, you gotta endure. Faith, you gotta endure.
Brothers be sleeping on Sirach too. It's talking about endurance. It's talking about serving the Lord. When we come into this walk, it's a gift. When we come into this walk, we gotta set our hearts aright. We gotta think about the highs and the lows. That's coming with endurance.
Keep it pushing cause it's down to the wire. One of the best get tried by fire. If I fall, I can yell with a rank. Endure like I lead with the shakes. Push, you gotta endure. Pray, you gotta endure. Repent, you gotta endure. Faith, you gotta endure.
When you read Sirach too, it tells us when you come to serve the Lord, when you get this spiritual gift, prepare your soul, set your heart aright. And when the highs come and when the lows come, don't be troubled. And when they come, give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High. Bask in that, because that's endurance. That's loving the Lord.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 how you know my two brothers come together? Carbonated bonds bring the suns together. Black light shim down through Absalom. Scatter worldwide, but we one together. My toast is image of God. Melanated vibes keep the spirit inside. Separated tribes to the spirit revives. So we raised by the sun, you get blazed by the sun. Sunscreen, no need for that. If you ain't got Z's, no need to chat. We get that water so deep, we breathing that. You getting washed by the word, no need for pastor. Bring back them sheep to pasture. Can't wait for the feast to happen. They bugged out from the trees they eat. Halakada wide road, man, we on the small street singing. Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music. Black music, black side, 2 and 1. And you know we had where them shooters from. Even though we pack like chewing gum, you tryna be by yourself like Eric Carmen. We got more than hair in common. Used to love like her in common. It's all a blur, these words are comments. Living water in my words and comments. You ain't never learned a word in college. That's why we always posted on the curb in projects. When you black like us, you deserve the knowledge. When you act like us, they observe you probably. Black niggas preaching you the father seed. It's in the books the forefathers couldn't read. They bugged out from the trees they eat. I look out that wide road, man, we on the small street singing. Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music, black music, black music, what up, black music, black black music, black music, black music, black music. Bring a light to the dark. We posted up out of park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast. We bringing light to the dark. We posted up out of park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast. Judah a lion. In Bethel we learned to Zion when our father fell asleep on the rock. Now we consider wide awake when we don't sleep on the rock. So still be snoozing the stone the builders refusing. Came back around just to bruise him. I wonder who can get through to him. No one but the spirit. So I wrapped a couple letters in packages like a lyric. They distracted cause they heard we the actual people living. They counter rap with conjecture. We battle axes and menaces. Limitless, it's a whole vibe. Me and my brothers come together like a whole tribe. Bashamayam while my arms keep your soul tied to the Father through commandments till your soul rise. Lord knows. We bring a light to the dark. We posted up out of park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast. We bringing light to the dark. We posted up out of park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast. Maybe mix a few drinks, take a sip. That bottle is for the fathers that never got to be here. We live in prophecy clear. We walk in obvious fear. We see in Joshua trees that water saltier here. That's why we hardly can breathe. Our mental foggier here. The Father gon' have to burn it. These demons loftier here. Yo. Don't trip, every place that your soul's hit. Know that you're gonna be ruling these nations, don't quit. He who endures, he has faith. And he who retreats, he lacks patience. Remedial black faces, couldn't walk the line like Jack Chases. Blind leading blind, now that's Mace. Stop following base men. Keep this living from in front of me. I don't wanna hear them words come because of me. I pray for grace to appear in the spirit just to come to me. Until then I'm moving humbly, Lord knows. We bring a light to the dark. We posted up out of park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast. We bringing light to the dark. We posted up out of park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast.
Passover. It's the season of holy convocations. Leviticus 23 and 4. Moses commanded the elders of Israel, strike blood across the door. The Passover, time to purge out the leavening and let the blood shine bright. Cause the first sons born of Israel was saved that night. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Luke 22 and 7 says that day must be fulfilled and the Passover must be killed. Now the Passover is holy and kept in honor, so you must be clean. The Most High covers that in Numbers 9:6-13. Loins girded strong, staff in your hand. You must be haste and eat. Be sure those boots strapped tight and fast on your feet. Get rid of all the malice and wickedness in your heart. Be sincere to the word when you're breaking that bread apart. The Most High didn't come for the whole world, but Israel instead. Let's come together united in Yahweh and break this bread.
To the dark, we posted up by the park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast. We bringing light to the dark. We posted up by the park. We got a couple of signs. We bringing people to God. We turn and pray to the east. We never bow to the beast. We bring a prayer to the Sabbath and bid the people to feast. We the top, thank the Father for the prophets. Know the nation steady waiting for the day that we would drop. All these nations gotta pay for what they did to Yasha'al. Maybe we could wait the people take this thing out to the block. We the new gold. I bet they knew that when they took you to your new home. That we the princes of the power, cause we wrestle with these spirits and we come out on top. This with that black and brown masquerade. God, we amazing and I'm not a mason, but the bricks is laid up in arrangement. Yep, young black in my backpack, dangerous, mixing in some flavor with these scriptures, now we baking. Took too long for reparations and restoration. All black everything from start to revelation. Snatching masters from the masses, this is battle rap. Taking all them patents back and bringing blackness back. Imagine Tulsa 23, who land we building on. Why you plotting, keep the milk at home. Why you bopping, keep the slippers on. That's how we do on my side. Keep it in the family and you know we keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Trying to let the spirit guide. How you waiting on that same man that changed you to raise you? That's like waiting on that coach that never played you to play you. The only thing to do is play you. They used to call a fire truck to spray you. Now they playing music on your radio. Your ops pull up the spray you. Playing that same music, them artists ain't getting paid to do. Now you bought a chain, you shining, hop out the rain. Some brothers pull up in vain, they dropping, snatching your chain, dude. Did we ever break free from the slavery? Too many lives lost, too many lay them seas. They put insurance on my brother, see the dotted lines. You lose your soul when you sign, gotta keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Let the spirit guide. We the top, thank the Father for the prophets. Know the nation steady waiting for the day that we would drop. All these nations gotta pay for what they did to Yasha'al. Maybe we could wait the people take this thing out to the block. Get some signs, get a spot. We aligning with my pops. We the only people crying that the violence need to stop. Taking brothers out the hood, now we shining on your block. Man, the only thing can stop us is my God. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on the side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Keep it in the tribe. Yahweh on my side, we a bunch of young kings trying to let the spirit guide. Let the spirit guide.
Call me Little Bo Beep, I'm out here shining. For the lost sheep, I'm out here grinding. I ain't talking cheese, I'm out here mining. Looking for diamonds, kingdom business, I'm mining. Trying to wake you up from the lullaby rhyming. Devil can't touch this heat, pantomiming. He is a liar, so said the lion Judah. Shelter in my protector, running to him, be faster than a puma. Holy is a wave, repping the ancient of days. Christ is the big kahuna. Got good news, I'ma give it to you. Giving all praise to the Most High. Got the victory, no night, seeing ain't popping like a old Sprite. Good news, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, got the victory. on a man. Ain't like us, you move different. They don't like us, we move with them. No Oscars, we act different. Got good news, I'ma give it to you. Giving all praise to the Most High. Got the victory, no night. Seeing ain't popping like a old Sprite. Good news, I'ma give it to you. Got the victory, no night. Seeing ain't popping like a old Sprite. You are my everything. Yeah, get down. You keep my soul from the flame. You even know my name. Yeah. You will reign. Hallelujah. Breaking news. Get down. We the Jew. Yeah. Hallelujah. Talk to 'em.
Time is running out, it's almost over. Well, try waking up, we taking over. I esteem above myself my brothers, and I love the way my sisters shine, they them daughters. We here now, all esteem to the Most High. It's our time, put your garment on for the showdown. Repent now, ain't no salvation for the ZZs. The kingdom is here, and it's all up in your mouth.
You are my everything.
You're my everything.
You keep my soul from the flame. You even know my name.
You know my name.
You will reign. Breaking news. We the Jew.
My water straight from the throne. We built the altar with the unhewn stones. Roam through the city, all we see is these bones. So my face like flint till I wake a couple souls. A prophet hated by his own, so the father sent his son to bring the tribes of Jacob home. Jumping through these traps, cause they trying to see us gone. But we walking through the fire just like dangling bros. From every sheep to her zone, we stay inside the book because the book is all we own. Heritage and you better hold it on. We like David fighting giants with no armor and a stone. We face east cause a car home. We face east just to call home. We can't sleep till we all home. We won't rest till they all gone. So I guess that we be calling out they all bones. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Make it Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the Zod, King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashad, Nagim. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Make it Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the Zod, King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashad, Nagim. From Bereshit to the books in Greek, the dragon took the sheep. Then the book complete. The Father looked for peace, but we shouldn't the beast. Now we up until our power put the hook in cheek. Shema, Yasha Allah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. He the tower till he give us the power of God. Though in the tower you will never devour a tribe. The Lord despised all you devils, your hours arrived. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. They trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagim. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. Trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagim.
Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, giving our honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, we your brothers at Anointed House of Saints. I'm your brother Judah.
It's your brother Tico.
All praise to the Most High, man. We back at it. All right, 2 weeks in a row with Friday Night Focus. All right, that's what we calling this thing, Friday Night Focus. All right, maybe this is spirit getting you ready for the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? The whole 9 yards, all that and all that. All right, so you already know what it is, man. Like the video when you enter the building, Baba Cashapp. Make sure you subscribe and share the classes with your friends. All right, you already know. All right. Now, with that being said, all right, if you want to RSVP for First Fruits, I'm going to get these announcements out of the way. May 24th at even, send us an email to AnointedHOS@gmail.com. Once again, First Fruits RSVP for May 24th. It is in Greensboro, North Carolina, all right? So AnointedHOS@gmail.com to RSVP. All right, any brothers that want to join the camp and do the work of the Lord, send us an email as well, AnointedHOS@gmail.com, as well as the sisters that want to help us do the work of the Lord, all right, by doing what you could do within the body, send us an email, all right? And we appreciate all of that. All right, so let's go ahead and shout some people out in the building. Go ahead, Tico, you can shout the people out.
Khan, Soldier, Nadayah, Shalom, Shalom. How you doing? Kazakias, Shalom, Shalom. Tawabia, Shalom. How you doing, brother? Michelle, how you doing, sister? Princess
Labrakaya.
Labrakaya. All right. Shalom, sis. Soldier Knock. I mean, Officer Knock. Salakia. Shalom, Shalom. Joan Gilchrist, how you doing, sister? Shalom, Shalom. Brother Boaz, Shalom, brother. Kadar Aharon, Officer Kadar Aharon, Shalom, Shalom. Zephaniah, how you doing? Shalom, Shalom. Brother Quadash, Shalom, brother with the bars. Captain Aharon, Shalom, Shalom. ATL, Shalom. Y'all go subscribe to the new page. Shalom, Shalom. Kasaja, brother, how you doing? Shalom, Shalom. Gabriella, Shalom, how you doing, sis? Zephaniah again, Shalom. Brother Yaquah, Shalom, Shalom, brother. Brother Shemaiah, how you doing? Shalom. Yahweh, how you doing? Shalom, Shalom. Captain Jonathan, Shalom, Shalom. I'm too busy. Yeah, Shalom, how you doing?
All right. All praise to the Most High. So we're going to get straight into it, man. We're going to get straight into the class. All right. Hey, we don't got that many people in the building. People ain't used to this Friday night class. It's all good. All right. But, hey, it is what it is. All right. Y'all told us y'all wanted us to do it, so we're going to do it. So make sure y'all are sharing the class, all right, with your brothers and sisters, all right, so they can know we live, man. Maybe they want to hear the word of the Lord, all right? So let's get into it, all right? So the name of today's class is, do you know how important your job is? All right. Do you know how important your job is? I'm gonna start off by not being a hypocrite and say what I'm about to say I'll be a part of too, which is there's a gender war always on Facebook all the time. It's always a gender war on Facebook, right? Brothers telling sisters what they need to be doing, which is within they right? Sisters telling brothers, well, don't worry about what I need to be doing, what you supposed to be doing, right? It is what it is, all right? But we're going to get into it. Do you know how important your job is? All right, so first and foremost, we're going to start with the brothers. Do you know how important your job is, brother? All right, so let's start with Ezekiel 3:17. All right, we're going to start there first and foremost.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
This brother Kadar Haran, man, he already with the folly, telling the men up 2 points. All right. So it says, son of man, right? I made you a watchman to the house of Israel. And we're supposed to warn the people, right? Go ahead. You can read it all the way through.
When from the top.
Keep going.
No. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity. but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
So first and foremost, brothers, we supposed to go and warn the people. We supposed to be watchmen. So we supposed to know what's going on in the world. You can't just be out here just willy-nilly. You know, of course, we all trying to get to the money to take care of our families. Hopefully, that's why you trying to get to the money. Hopefully, you ain't out here trying to get to the money for some folly, right? But we all out here trying to make ends meet. But we supposed to know what's going on in the world. You see what I'm saying? America's economy is crashing. You see what I'm saying? All types of wickedness going on. You got pastors having the Grammys for his Easter service. You know what I'm saying? We got all types of wickedness going on. The prophecies are coming to pass, but we supposed to know what's going on to be able to warn the people, right? I don't want to brought this precept out real quick. We're going to get it real quick. I got to find it because I keep saying Isaiah 56 and 10. Let's get Isaiah 56 and 10 real quick. All right. Because what happens if you're not doing your job, right? What does the Most High think of you? Let me get there real quick. All right. What does the Most High think of you if you're not on your job? You're supposed to be a watchman. You're supposed to warn the people. All right. Yeah, Isaiah 56 and 10. Let's start there. Mm-hmm.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. They are greedy dogs, which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter.
All right, so the dog is supposed to bark to tell you what's going on to the you know what I'm saying, what's going on, right? Every time somebody knock on my door, my dog is the quietest dog of all time. But when somebody knock on his door, he gonna bark. He gonna say, "Yo, who this?" You know, I hear mommy in the background. I hear daddy. I hear the baby. So who's this? Because everybody in the house. Let me bark real quick to let them know what's up, right? That's what you're supposed to do, right? But it says that some leaders are dumb dogs. They don't know what's going on. They can't even warn the people. If you don't know what's going on in the world, you can't warn the people. I got to get better at that. We got to get into these prophecies and start to figure out what's happening in the world. What's going on in this economy? Is this part of the prophecy? What's going on with the United Nations, NATO? Is this part of the prophecy? We need to know what's happening, right? If all you know the curses of Deuteronomy 28, that's excellent to know. That's excellent to know. That's the beginning stages, how you wake people up to get them in this truth, right? But if that's all you know, what else are you going to give them unless you're going to bring them to somebody who can further, give them the deeper meanings or the prophecies of what's going on, right? So we have to know what's happening. Right, we can't be those greedy dogs that can never have enough. We just up there to give smooth words to the people. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. Right? We just out here trying to sell the word. We got people that do that. It's all about money. They're gonna sell the word. You see what I'm saying? It's no longer about selling the elect. Right? It's about selling the word. Right? Give me you got a precept you want to bring out? Give me Isaiah 55 and 1. Let's read that, right? Because men, you're supposed to go out on these highways and byways, and this is what you're supposed to do. Go ahead.
Salaki. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat. Yea, come, buy wine and milk without money and without price.
Hey, man, the Bible's saying, hey, man, you want these living waters, man, come get it without money, right? You want that roll, that whole roll, man, come eat without money, without price, right? You want that milk and honey, you want that wisdom and knowledge and understanding, come do that without any money. That's what you're supposed to do as a teacher. This is your job as a teacher in the truth, right? This is your job. And we're going to talk about what brothers rather do than do their job. We're going to talk about it because a lot of us do these things. We get caught in these traps, man. And these worldly traps. You see what I'm saying? It said, he that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and price. Without price. Right? It's going to keep going. Keep going, King. Yeah, there's more on that. Right? There's more on that. Right? So we're not supposed to be out here selling the word. Right? You're not supposed to be in this truth and then you think you've become so high right? Hold on, Michelle. We ain't going there yet. Oh, the sister on it, though. The sister Michelle on it. She already knew we was going there. We going there, sis. That's the spirit. All praise to the Most High, right? And I'm glad she did that because it's showing men ain't the only one with jobs. The women and children got jobs in this truth too. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. All praises, sis, right? So, hey, it said that we're not supposed to be like Creflo selling the word. Brothers get into this truth and then they become so high and mighty. Now they want to start selling the word, right? You can't get this unless you do that, right? Hey, you can't, oh, this is exclusive content. What if it's something somebody needed? Right. Now, there's a difference between you got people who are willing to be patrons to what you got going on and you give them something extra. That's something different. But if you want this breakdown here, you want this John 3:16 breakdown, give me $20. I got you.
Subscribe to this.
Yeah, like come on, dog. That's not what we doing, right? Like I said, you got people who wanna give and help you do whatever you trying to do. That's another story, right? That's another story. But like even at the old camp, we used to do videos for people who would donate to us every month. That's just something extra. You know what I'm saying? That we would do for the people who would donate to help us do what we doing. That's a difference. But if you selling breakdowns, you know what I'm saying? Right? You want to know what the 7th seal is? Hey, send me $70 for the 7th seal. That's trash, right? Read verse 2.
Verse 2. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not?
Where do you go when you spend money for that which is not bread? Right? Where do you go and labor for something that does not satisfy you? Right? Shalom, Keziah, Shalom, King. Right? Since when do we go to work every day for 8 hours, 5-6 days a week, to not pay our rent, to not have a place to lay our head, to not be able to pay our car notes so we can get to point A to point B, to not maybe take your family on vacation, to not eat, have groceries in the house? Since when do we labor for that? Right, go ahead.
Verse 3. Salakia, hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight in self in fatness. Incline your ear, and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader, a commander to the people. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee, because of the Lord thy God, and for the Holy One of Israel, for he hath glorified thee.
God, so we supposed to lead the people in righteousness, right? Give me Ezekiel 3 and verse 1, right? We supposed to lead the people in righteousness, right? We're not supposed to be leading the people for filthy lucre's sake, like the scriptures say about the wicked pastors. We trying to find some type of gain. We trying to get something out of it. We're not supposed to be teaching the people for that reason, brothers. It's not, hey, what happens, right? Instead in the kingdom, right? Yahweh Shai is going to place a crown on everybody's head, and every crown he places on somebody's head, he's going to get exalted. Nah, but these brothers out here, they thinking, for every member I have in my camp, I'm going to get exalted. For every subscriber I have on YouTube, I'm going to get exalted. For every Instagram and Twitter follower I have, I get exalted. And every brother that leaves, every follower that unfollows, every subscriber that unsubscribes, now I get diminished. That's not what the Bible is talking about. That's not what the Bible is about. Give me that in Ezekiel 3:1.
Con, it's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Hey, Khan, Salaki, we could have started a little early. That was my bad. Somebody rang the doorbell, right? But we post. Hey, it says, Salaki. Let me get it real quick. It says, "Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel." Right? That's what we supposed to be doing. We supposed to eat the whole roll, and that roll is supposed to be given to us by somebody else who got the knowledge, and it's supposed to be without price, no money, right? So now, give me Proverbs 1. You got a precept? Give me Proverbs 1, right? And let's start at verse 20. Give me 1 second. Yeah, give me Proverbs 1 and 20. Let's start with verse 20.
Con, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproofs. Salaki.
All right, Salaki. So we supposed to be, once again, watchmen to the house of Israel, right? This wisdom, is the Bible going to go out on the corner in the streets and just start yapping, and the wisdom just going to start coming out of the Bible? Where does the wisdom come from? The people who have been given the road to eat, right? They're supposed to go out into the highways and hedges. Brothers don't want to do that. Brothers will even join the camp to do nothing, to do absolutely nothing. Never hit the streets, never get on class, right. Never do a lesson, never read. This is what people do, right? But we're trying to build up mighty men in Anointed House of Saints that's not going to be comfortable just sitting back, giving donations every month, and have a T-shirt. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 6, and starting at verse 10. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. So it's just reiterating again, you can't be slothful with this truth. You got to get out here and put in work, like the brother just said, you can't just be sitting back, giving donations. We appreciate it, of course. I'm sure all camps appreciate brothers who simply donate. They may not be out in the streets, but they might be helping in other ways. They definitely appreciate that. But, we really got to put in work. We got to make our call and election sure.
That's right. Right. Now, hey, Nadia, we go on there, right? We go on there. Give me the classic Isaiah 58:1, then we're gonna go somewhere. And then we're gonna get into the family aspect of this. Then we're gonna get into the family aspect. Right now we're talking about what we're supposed to do on these street corners. Your job as a evangelist. We're talking about that right now, right? But we're gonna talk about what you're supposed to do after that, inside the household, right? We got a brother, Captain Aharon, in the building. Shalom, King.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. How about you, Shabbat? Shabbat, shalom.
Shabbat, King. All right.
I just want to jump up ahead with y'all, man. Read some scriptures or something, man. Let's get it.
All right, come. Let's get it. Right now, we just talking about what our jobs are. We're going to go into the men. We in the men right now. Then we about to go into the women. What is your job? Because this is Friday Night Focus. We're trying to get your minds right for the Shabbat. What you supposed to do, man? What are you supposed to do, right? Brothers in AHOS, right? You just had 3 brothers make captain, right? Now these brothers can go out and do fly missions. We expect
make officer.
Oh, Salaki, officers, right? We expect these brothers to put their work in. Not, I'm gonna wait about a month from now. I gotta wait till I'm comfortable. About a month. If you weren't comfortable, you shouldn't have took the test. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, we looking for brothers who are going to put in that work, put that brick in, right? Give me that in Isaiah 58:1 real quick.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and house of Israel their sins.
Hey, this is what Ezekiel 3:17 is saying again. How many places we got to read that you supposed to go out and you supposed to correct the people? And this ain't for the faint of heart, man. Right? This ain't for the faint of heart. Does that mean you got to go out and disrespect people? Right? You know, calling people outside of their names because they don't want to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. Yo, there was a time probably 15 years ago you wanted to listen. You might have would have been with your homeboys and you didn't want to look like the square in the group, so you know you're gonna do what they doing. You feel what I'm saying? That's not what that's supposed to be. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper, man. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. Right? Let's see. All right, so boom, we supposed to cry loud and spare not. Hold give me you about to get a precept?
Now what you want?
Give me Isaiah 13 and verse 2.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Hey, man, it said exalt the voice and shake the hand. That means you're supposed to be giving them correction. Exalt the voice and shake the hand. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Right? And we're going to get into it for you brothers who think being in a camp is not biblical. Or, Salakia, being in a school is not biblical. And holding camp. Right? We're going to get into it. Right? You're supposed to exalt the voice and shake the hand. Keep going on verse 3.
Isaiah 13 and 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
And then you supposed to be the sanctified ones. You supposed to be the saints that the Most High calls. The question is, can he trust you with the assignment? Right? We got a whole bunch of people who want to have the spirit that Moses had in the very beginning. You don't talk that well. You know, people don't really come take to me like that. They don't be liking me like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember precepts like that. You feel me? Yo, come on.
Some brothers got that Jonah spirit, man, want to run away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Want to do whatever except for serve the Lord.
Right.
Till the Most High makes you. You know what I'm saying? He
scare your behind to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you mess around and do it. Right? I'm trying to find this precept. Yeah, Proverbs 26.
12.
Yep, read that. Read verse 13.
All right. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 26 and verse 13. The slothful man saith, there is a lion in the way. A lion is in the streets. As the door turns upon his hinges, so doeth the slothful man upon his bed.
Right. So you're going to have some brothers, hey, yo, you know, hey, man, you know, the police be downtown a lot. And, you know, they ain't going to really like what we saying. Right. So I think I'm going to go over here where there's nobody else at. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you know, the person that owns the store where everybody be walking back and forth at, he ain't going to want me to be on that corner. Well, I mean, brother, the corner is owned by the city. You pay taxes, my brother. The Most High made it to where you got a First Amendment right to be there. Right. Well, you know, sometimes I shop there and he might get me, you know, he gives me discounts. I don't want to ruin, you know, make ye friends of the Mamoon, brother. Just be butchering.
Those got excuses. 21 excuses, man.
Right. You know, you got them type of brothers, but that's not your job to give excuses. Your job is to do what the Most High told you to do. That's what your job is.
I got a precept when you
bring it out.
Hey, did you get this already? I'm coming on kind of late. Micah 3 and 8.
Nope.
All right, the book of Micah, chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, but truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord, and of judgment, and of might, to declare unto Jacob his transgression, and to Israel his sin. Hey, the Most High gives you this power to do these things, man. You know the judgments, man, because of the word of God. You know what I'm saying? You can't be afraid. The Most High is not giving you the spirit of fear. You know what I'm saying? He gave you power, man. You got to utilize that power, man, speaking bold, talking to your people in the midst of mad enemies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right, that's a fact. So let's get into it, brothers. Let's get into it. Brothers think there's a group of brothers, but there's a lot of camp haters on Facebook too. A lot of y'all brothers is camp haters. We had a brother, he was complaining. He said, man, ain't no love in this truth, man. I'm out of this community. I'm done. I'm not with this Israelite stuff no more. Da-da-da-da-da. Do you know what this brother said? He said, camp culture is toxic. I said, did you read what the brother was saying to understand what he was saying? Or is your disdain so bad for camps that you felt the need to make it about camps? Did the brother say anything about camps?
Right.
And the brother who made the original post, he said exactly. You feel me? He's talking about, and then the brother said, I mentioned camps because I wanted to. I said, yo, how many camps have you ever served with?
Probably not.
How many camps have you ever been in? Crickets. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been in a camp. See, and here's the thing. I can understand if you've been in a camp before and you had a bad experience and you talk junk about camps. To an extent, I get it. Right. I look more at the leadership or the specific person that gave you the bad experience, whether it was a soldier, a captain, an officer, whoever, right? Sisters, if it was another sister. I look at that. I don't look at the organization. I look at the person who gave you the bad experience. But let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. You had a bad experience. You don't rock with camps. I can see that before I see a brother that ain't never been in the camp before, never been in the school, never been on the corner with no brothers ever and talk junk about camps. You know what that shows me? That shows me that you don't never want to hit the streets. You a punk. You don't want to hit the streets. You're a coward. So you use camp culture being toxic as an excuse for not hitting the streets. Where did the Bible say you got to be in a camp to hit the street?
Hey, let me compare something real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to college or go to school. You know what I'm saying? Different types of schools, you know what I'm saying, depending on what you want to learn. Yo, you don't always get along with your teachers. You don't always get along with the people in the school. You know what I'm saying? People be backbiting, people talk about you. They doing all types of whorish things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that happen, whether it's in the church, it's in the school, it's in your job. You know what I'm saying? We always got to deal with some nonsense everywhere you go. You think that because you realize that you're an Israelite, everything has changed and everybody has changed.
Right.
The change starts with you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. The change starts with you, man. How you are approaching the Most High, how you are dealing with situations. That's where the change starts, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You can't just blast one organization or one group. Well, not even one group. The whole Israelite community because of your experience between one brother or one sister or one individual camp. And let me tell you this: a lot of times it's because you don't want to take correction. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Man, woman, or child. You don't want to take correction. We run things over here this way. Well, I don't like that, so I don't like y'all camps. What you mean? We run things this way. This is how we see it. This is how we live in our lives. But you don't want to accept that. So now everybody's you don't like no camps. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, my pops has been a Redskins fan I'm 29, going on 30. This man has been a Redskins fan longer than I've been living. Now, I prefer the Giants. You feel what I'm saying? However, you know what I'm saying? However, right? This is what made me think about this. Right? Yeah. However, my pops, he had asked me, he said, yo, why don't you like the Redskins? You grew up watching the Redskins. We bought you and your brother jerseys. Because I got tired of losing. We don't never win. Right? The Redskins don't never win. My dad, but here go the thing. My pops has been a diehard Redskins fan forever. And he don't stop liking the Redskins because they lose.
Right. The same with my dad, man.
I'm a Knicks fan, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Case in point right there.
That tease me, you know what I mean? But
case in point. You don't just stop liking the team that you, bro. We ain't won a Super Bowl since 2012.
You're not solid.
Yo, Kasaji, don't get kicked out of camp, right? You a Colts fan, brother? But they ain't been good since Peyton, brother. But you feel what I'm saying? though? You don't stop. If you a diehard Last time the Mets been to a World Series was 2015. I was at work watching the game. We up, and then next thing I know, I do a circle. We lose it. Game over. Did I stop being a damn Mets fan? No. You see what I'm saying? But you
talk about the Falcons.
Oh, don't talk about that. That was a fluke.
Go ahead.
Right?
This ain't sports talk, but go ahead.
Right. That was a fluke. But you see what I'm saying? You don't just stop liking the team because they ain't won. Teams ain't won in a decade. You see what I'm saying? We talk about the Cowboys. Excuse me, honestly. The Cowboys. They ain't won a daggone Super Bowl. They haven't been to a Super Bowl in 7 years.
It's been a minute.
And these people are Cowboys lunatics out here.
Yeah.
No, they're insane is what it is. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. But y'all get the point. Right? So you see, you know what I'm saying? So you see one organization do something this way, you don't like it. I don't like. Come on, brother. Change has to start with you. You know what I'm saying? The change has to start with you, right? But we're gonna went into the father, but let's get into being holding camp. Let's say holding camp is biblical. Give me Nehemiah 8. Let's start it from the top. Right? Holding camp is biblical. And we're gonna show you everything that we do in these camps, everything we doing is biblical, man. Stop trying to make excuses for why you ain't gotten in the camp or you don't want to go to camp or you. How about this? Since camp's so wicked, start your own and do it right. Niggas ain't think about that one. Salaki, brothers ain't thinking about that one. Since camps are so wicked, start your own and do it the right way. Nobody do that. I've never seen nobody on Facebook that talks junk about camps. Start their own and then do it correctly. Never.
Teach the word, man. Like, teach the word.
You feel me? Bring that out, man. Got the brother Captain Jonathan on the scene.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
How about Shalom Shabbat? Search your butt, Shalom.
Hey, that's right. Y'all about Shimon Shabbat. Shalom, Israel.
I'm surprised this brother came up here after we finished talking about the Cowboys. But let's go. Bring it out.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8 from the top. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate.
Hey, this is you can use this as a Trinity cut too. All the people gathered in the streets as one man. Keep going.
And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded to Israel. And
they like bring the Bible out, man. Let's hear the word. That's what they asking.
Right, exactly.
When Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding.
Hold on, both before who?
Men and women.
This is the cut for y'all to say, oh, you got the women at camp. Y'all brothers be bringing these women to camp. Right? This is a cut for y'all. Read it again.
And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding, upon the first day of the 7th month. And he read therein before the street that was before the water gate.
So they went into the chief place of concourse, like we read in Proverbs 1.
Right.
They went to where everybody was at. They was at the water gate. That was where everybody was. Read.
From the morning until midday, before the men and the women, and those that could understand. And the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law. And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood, Salakia, which they had made for the purpose.
Hey, stop. So you see ISUPK out there. They be on that pulpit of wood. You see some IUIC camps doing that. Every once in a while, you'll see a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about doing that in North Carolina, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting us a pulpit of wood and starting to stand on that joint. I'm a short brother. I need to stand on something.
Hey, yo, back in the day, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of the mighty speakers used to have like a little speaking box, a little piece of wood that they used to stand up on.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And they used to tower over the people. People used to look up to them and while they brought out the word to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, man, if you look at the old UPK camps, the old tapes, that's what you're gonna see. And we need to get back into that spirit, man. Right? You see them in Jamaica, Queens, and daggone what's that 100 and what street? That off of in Manhattan. I don't know.
What 125th?
125th, one of them busy behind streets,
Yeah,
right? You see all the people. You see Jake and Eve everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That video of the old Sons of Thunder.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had the big speakers too, huge joints. The house speakers, the ones y'all was doing Freaknik parties with. Our brothers,
house party speakers.
Our brothers was.
Why do you say y'all? Why you say y'all like you was pointing at me, brother?
Right? You see what I'm saying? But they use that pulpit of wood. So you see these brothers with this pulpit of wood. This is out of the scriptures. This ain't nothing they just made up. Or let me exalt myself. Right? Keep going.
Yeah, that's right.
And Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood, which they had made for the purpose. And beside him stood Mattathiah and Shema and Ananiah and Uriah.
So now this is showing the camp structure. Right? You got one brother on this side, one brother on this side. Keep reading.
And Hilkiah and Messiah on his right hand. And on his left hand, Pedaiah, Mishael, and Malachi, and Hashem and Hashbadana, Zechariah, and Meshullam.
That's a mighty camp right here, man.
That's a whole camp, man. Go ahead.
And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, for he was above all the people.
Hey, now he was above all the people because he was standing on that pulpit of wood. He opened the book, read.
And when he opened it, all the people stood up. And Ezra blessed the Lord, the great God.
That's all we need. So actually, we're going to skip down to verse 8. So you seeing what you see on the streets is exactly what the brothers are. This is the job of the brothers. This is the job of the men of the Lord to go out on the streets and do this. That's what the Bible is telling us to do. Right? Read verse 8.
Hey, Salaki, real quick, I gotta reiterate the point. Even if you not on the streets teaching, when you started this off, right? It said all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street. What do you say? And they spoke unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law. You want to hear the words of the Most High God. You want to hear the words of the law. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're not teaching, come fellowship with brothers, man. Come out there. Come listen to the word. You know what I'm saying? Be on these classes. This is part of your job too. You see brothers out there doing that. Put in your bricks somehow.
Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. Let's keep reading. Verse 8.
Verse 8. So they read in the book in the law of God distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading. And Nehemiah, which is the
hold on, my bad. Read that one more time.
Salaki, verse 8 again. So they read in the book in the law of God distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand.
I thought it was the law of Moses, brother. What does that say?
Read it again.
So they read in the book in the law of God distinctly.
Hold on. 8 and 1. Nehemiah 8 and 1 says the law of Moses.
Uh-oh.
So why are you reading the law of God right there?
That's a good point.
It's one and the same.
Same thing. Yeah, that's right.
Ain't no difference.
Right? Read it again.
Verse 8. So they read in the book in the law of God distinctly and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading.
And so you got one brother who is teaching, he's calling the precepts. The other brothers, this is what we're doing right now. And then you got another brother to give sense to what was just read so all the people can understand. Right? It says, so they gather together. Hey, he says, some brothers may not allow you there with them. Hey, it is what it is, brother. Find you somebody else to congregate with. You know what I'm saying? And we can build where you at. It's as simple as that. Right? Because we supposed to be in the spirit. I don't see nobody in Nehemiah 8. We don't rock with you no more. You can't come listen to the word of God. Right? Niggas make laws when they mad, but we're gonna keep going. All right. So they read in the book of the law distinctly and caused them to give the sense so everybody can understand what was read. That is the job of the men on the corners, man. Right? That's your job. Right? I had something in my mind. Somebody got something?
Hey, Khan. Hey, Salakia. I had a precept to go with this to show you in more than one place that this same structure is used in the Bible. Right? Let's get 1 Samuel chapter 19. All right. 1 Samuel chapter
Yeah.
19.
What verse?
Yeah, Con, let's try to jump around. Verse 22. Start at 18.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19 and verse 18. So David fled and escaped and came to Samuel to Ramah and told him all that Saul had done to him. And he and Samuel went and dwelt in Naioth.
Come on.
And it was told Saul, saying, behold, David is at Naioth.
All right, now check this out. Watch what they're going to describe to you starting in verse 20. Go ahead.
Verse 20, and Saul sent messengers to take David. And when they saw the company of the prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them. Let me keep going.
Yeah, you good. My fault. We got a slight delay. You good. Go ahead.
Okay. The Spirit of God was upon the messengers of Saul, and they also prophesied.
Hey, so look, Samuel and these boys holding camp. Samuel is appointed over them, just as we read in the book of Ezra. So Samuel is the head teacher at this point in time. And Saul coming to get David, his men show up. They join the camp.
Yeah, we had a unity camp. They got a unity camp.
They can't get away. The word captivates them. It's almost like when you go see some of your favorite brothers, man, they edifying somebody. You pull up on the scene. The edification is so good. You got to jump in. You in the back with precept. You see what I'm saying? You done joined into the prophesying, man. That's what happened to these boys when they tried to come get that boy David, man. God.
That's right. That's right. Hey, let's keep going. Let's keep going in Nehemiah though, because it goes deeper than that. What do we normally do after camp? Don't answer that. We're gonna read it. Give me Nehemiah 8, and let's read. Let's start at verse 10.
All right. This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 8, starting at verse 10. Then he said unto them, go your way, eat the fat, and drink the sweet, and send portions unto them for whom nothing is prepared.
We skip this part. We as a community, we often skip this, right? We often skip this. So if you know there's somebody within your community that does not have, we should, in church, right? Every Saturday, I forgot what we used to, the youth young adult ministry, right? I forgot the name of it. But we used to, on the back of the program, there used to be a sick and shut-ins list. I used to remember seeing everybody, grandma and granddaddy on there, and it was like, okay, well, my grandma and granddaddy ain't on there until my grandma and granddaddy was on there. You see what I'm saying? Got the brother Kadar Haran in the building, Officer Kadar Haran. Shalom, King.
Shalom. Shabbat, shalom, man.
Shalom.
His sound ain't working. All right, he'll come back on, right? But we used to, every Saturday, we used to go to the sick and shut-ins list. And I remember visiting one of my classmates' grandmothers at the time. You know, we'll prepare fruit for them and whatnot. That's in the scriptures. Everything the church is doing ain't out the scriptures. That's in the scriptures, right? Read that precept again. We skipped this part.
That's good.
Right? We skipped this part of Nehemiah 8. You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
Verse 10 again. Then he said unto them, go your way, eat the fat, and drink the sweet, and send portions unto them for whom nothing is prepared.
Mm-hmm.
For this day is holy unto our Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Neither be ye sorry, for the joy of the Lord is your strength.
Mm-hmm.
So the Levites stilled all the people, saying, hold your peace, for the day is holy, neither be ye grieved. And all the people went their way to eat and to drink and to send portions and to make great mirth, because they had understood the words that they were declared unto them.
That's what we do on the Shabbat.
Uh-huh.
After camp, what we do, we go out, we eat, drink, we be merry. We might come here, have a little cookout or something, go to a little restaurant, you know what I'm saying, and be happy, right? That's what we do. This is all in the scriptures.
That's right.
This is all in the scriptures. Bad leadership is not in the scriptures, right? Selling the word for money is not in the scriptures, right? Being all types of wickedness is not in the scriptures. That's what is not in the scriptures. That's what you can say certain camps may do here and there. But here's the problem. Y'all only talk about what camps do that's wicked because we are in a group and we're in front of a camera. Right. but you do the same thing that you say these wicked brothers doing by yourself. Can't nobody attest to what you do because you in the closet with it.
Right.
Nobody know. Ain't nobody complaining about you because
nobody's complaining about you because nobody knows you, brother. But then when you get out here and you're in front of the camera and you on the corners, everybody's gonna recognize your ass is human.
Yeah.
You're gonna make a mistake. I wish I could use language, but I can't because I want to be real tonight, but I'm not. You gonna mess up. Y'all know the word I want to use. Right.
Put this brother on Rumble.
Right, and we're gonna get on Rumble so I can talk for real. I can use my sentence enhancers, okay? Right? But you know, we're gonna realize you human now. Right? So y'all gotta stop being hypocrites, man. Y'all gotta stop being hypocrites. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna drop that. Anybody got something?
No, I was just gonna say, that's a good point, man. A lot of the times, and I'll definitely fall victim to this. A lot of the times we can be so focused on just doing the work that we forget about the community and the camaraderie. Right? That's what's so important about it. Also, notice at the end that it says, and send portions unto them for whom nothing is prepared. That's heavy to me because think about it. You on the street teaching, right? You got somebody who come up. And then you like, hey, man, look, we about to have a cookout right after this. Come holler at us. It lets them know it's not all about standing out here and trying to rebuke people, but it's also about building within the community, man. Like, and our people need to see that because our people don't see that from nobody else.
Hey, Jonathan, man, also in this verse, and I like that what you just said, man, because sometimes brothers will bring snacks or water or whatever and just pass it out to the people, whatever we have. I know sisters, man, personally make meals. You know what I'm saying? To hand it out to the people too. Blankets in the wintertime. Yo, all of those things are charitable acts, man, and that's nothing but love. But also in this verse right here, in verse 10, it says, for this day is holy unto our Lord, neither be ye sorry. No, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Yo, anything you dealing with, the scriptures tell you don't carry a burden on the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times,
talking about
brothers used to tell me, yo, you can't carry that water on the Sabbath day. But yo, what if my people's thirsty?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a burden. Yo, it's not a burden for me. But what's a burden for me is my financial situation while I ain't got enough money to pay this bill.
Yeah,
that's a burden for me. I don't carry that on the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even feel sorry for me not feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High is the joy and my strength. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I'm doing to try to serve the Most High, I got to find some joy and strength in that.
That's right. Hey, and you're not sorry to have a good time with the brethren at the camp. You're not sorry for that.
That's right.
Con. Hey, so boom, I'm gonna hit you with one more for the brothers, unless somebody got something else, and then we're gonna transfer over to the
so real quick before you, I ain't even gonna hold you too long, right? I think Shemaiah has said this. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The things that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done, that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Man, we living our lives again, man. We doing these things over again. Hopefully, we can do it right this time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you going. Are you going to Ecclesiastes? I mean, Ezekiel 37.
Ezekiel 37. Nah, was it? Oh yeah, go there. Yeah,
real quick, right? Because with the camps, people hate the signs. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand that this is also a biblical thing. Yo, Tico or Kadar, one of y'all, read Ezekiel 37, start at verse 16. Matter of fact, Baba Kashar, read verse 10 and then go to 16, man.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 10. Can y'all hear me clear?
Yeah.
All praise. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Man, what we talking about right here, man? We talking about people that are dead. We talking about our people, man, who forgotten who they are, who into Greek culture, Roman culture, Egyptian culture. I mean, this particular point in time, Babylonian culture. You know what I'm saying? just like we in American culture today. You know what I'm saying? So we prophesy unto them so they will wake up. That's why we say Kwam Yasharala, rise Israel. We want people to rise out of that dead state. You know what I'm saying? But go to verse 36 for me, Baba Cashapp.
You mean 16?
Slakia, verse 16.
Con. Ezekiel 37:16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
So we supposed to take a stick and write up on it. You gonna write up on a stick? Or are we supposed to be taking like a stick that holds a flag or holds a piece of paper on it, a notice on it? You know what I'm saying? And on that notice, we're gonna write down the tribes of Judah, right? Keep going.
Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
And that's what we do when we out there with the 12 tribes chart. Yo, they want to hold on to every aspect of it. This ain't right. This ain't right. This ain't right. Yo, listen, I always teach this. I use the 12 tribes chart as a tool to reach to my people in those areas, in those places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, if you're not a Gadite, bro, I hope you an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? If you're not from the tribe of Judah, man, I hope you an Israelite.
Right.
You got 12 tribes you can pick from. I'll be like, man, I'm from the tribe of Gad. Whatever tribe will get me into the kingdom, not tribe of Dan, whatever tribe will get me in the kingdom, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so this is the purpose of that 12 tribes chart, man. We out here trying to show our people who they are. Point blank, period.
Hey,
according to what Ezekiel say. Yeah.
Salaki, real quick. Do you have to for the one, because we taking away all your excuses today. Camps are wicked. Okay, start your own. Do it the right way. Right. Oh, you ain't gonna do that. That's cool. You see what I'm saying? Camps are wicked. Don't join a camp. Just go on the street and teach. You're not gonna do that, right? The 12 tribes chart ain't right. Jonathan, do I gotta have the 12 tribes chart to there tomorrow? What if I forget the signs? Are we not gonna teach?
Hey, sometimes we forget the sign and we still teach.
We don't be having those signs. We just got our signs.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have a 12. When we first started in North Carolina, when we was with SOT, we didn't have a 12 tribes chart.
Yeah.
Then the brother, I think it was Benaiah, gave us a 12 tribes chart. We look at it, it's only 11 tribes on it. You feel me? Do we have to have what is your excuse, yo? Stop the excuses, yo. Stop the cap.
Hey, you know what's funny? Hey, you know what's funny, Judah? After those same people go and create their own organization, I had this conversation earlier this week. After somebody go and create their own organization with their own rules, and they do it exactly the way they think it need to be done, they execute perfectly. You know what people gonna call you? A camp. It don't matter if you ain't got a name. It don't matter if you don't got an acronym. People gonna call you a camp because you're doing what? You're holding camp and you're doing the same stuff that we doing. Now you can be lumped in with us as the wicked brothers that hold camp. So what's the point?
Like,
getting around it, man.
You don't have to chant the verses after the leader said, and what? You don't have to do that.
Right.
No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make Esau kiss your boots. Either might carry the camp. I say, yo, go kiss them brothers' boots on the block.
Yeah.
Kiss their boots on the block, and I'm gonna call them, and I'm gonna make sure that you
remember that.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You can just go out there and teach the people, whether they're here or whether they're forbid. But you don't do that. You don't do that. Yo, matter of fact, you don't even be on the virtual highways and byways.
That's crazy.
As my brother Ryan says, from your Howard's camp, you are a Hebrew gigabyte. That's all you are. Right? You don't want to do the work. You see what I'm saying?
People complain more. They got that feminine spirit, man. They complain more than anything, man.
Yeah, man. Right? There's always an excuse when you don't want to do something.
You said verse 35.
Take that dress, take that skirt off, man.
Yeah,
put some pants on, man.
Right. Get up your loins like a man.
Yeah,
all right.
Man.
Let's get this, man. Let's get this.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, and verse 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their...
Verse 34.
Salak 34. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, and also as also saith the law.
Now we're not getting into the women's job, but this is one of them, sisters. But keep going. We still on the brothers. Go ahead.
And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home.
So I'm gonna get into the sisters a little bit right here. Sis, if you want to learn something, you're supposed to ask your husband. It ain't no, you don't be doing that. You don't be, yo, listen, you want to know something, ask me. Right? Not saying I'm not supposed to be setting nothing up for you, because that's not the truth. Right? But if you want to learn something, you're supposed to ask your husband. So let's go back to the husbands. Brothers, we got to start doing this as well. When that sister come and ask you, you better be ready to give an answer.
Yeah, that's right.
You better be ready to give. How weak do you look? Yo, let me call, hold on, babe. Let me call Tico. Well, you be on YouTube teaching. You go to Kid Baby Center. I gotta go. I don't know the answer. Don't do that.
Hey, look. You're supposed to study and show yourself approved.
That's right.
Straight up and down. But I'll say this too. Some things, yo, might be above your strength.
Be above your strength.
Don't be ashamed, yo, to call your brother and get, you know what I'm saying, and figure out this answer. I'll tell my rib or somebody, if I don't know, I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna get back at you with that. I'm gonna go find.
I do that a lot.
I'll get back at you with that. I'll hit a brother up, or I'll go research myself if I need to.
Yep, I do that a lot. You see what I'm saying? So,
but that's the benefit of being in the camp, though. Even if I'm not in the camp, I got a brother that I can reach out to and go talk to and ask, yo, can you help me with this? My understanding is a little off. You know what I'm saying?
Line, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now that's the last thing, but oftentimes what brothers do, I'm gonna get the precept first, right? You can hold First Ezra chapter 3, right? Well, I gotta look this one up. Kadar Haran, give me First Ezra chapter 4 and 26. This is not part of your job description, right? This right here is not part of your job description. You see what I'm saying? This is not part of your job description. This brother. Right? This is not part of your job description, what we about to go over right here. Read that, Kadar Haran. Go ahead.
It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26. Many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
And sisters get mad when we be on Facebook, when brothers be on Clubhouse, when brothers be teaching, and they teach against this right here. Brothers, it's not your job to go out of your wits for your woman, bro. It's not your job. I'm sorry. It's not. That is not part of the job description to go out of your wits for your woman, man. I'm going to go out on a whim to say, bro, when you go out of your wits for your woman, even though your woman may be with you, she still think you are one of them. I'm going to keep it funky. I really think that. What woman want to do that she can run over? I'm perfectly happy with my man. Like, come on, bro. I don't see it nowhere. She's going to stay there because that's the benefit that she gets out of you being a doggone simp. But does she respect you for real? Right? This brother came on here chewing and on mute at the same time.
Yo, that's a good word, Tico, because I was thinking something else the whole time. I was thinking.
Me too.
Something else the whole time.
I was about to get wicked.
Right? So there's many that there be that go out of their wits for women. Keep going on that.
Many also have perished and have erred and sinned for women. Like you.
Keep going.
And now, do you not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him?
All right. Let's sit on that. Let's sit on that. Right? So, right? It says, verse 23 says, yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and steal and sell upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in darkness when he has stolen his spoil and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Right.
Brothers do all of this for their woman. Right? And this is going to go into sisters. Your lack of respect that you really be having for the men of the Lord and your husband. that's not in your job description, right? But you got what I got you holding?
You said 3.
Yeah, get 3 and start at let's start at the top. This is not part of your job description. The Bible warns you, brothers. See, look, the four sisters that left. I mean, the 4 people that left for sisters. They ain't like this part, right? First Ezra, chapter 3, start at the top, right? This right here is not part of your job description. Let's read that. Go ahead.
It's the book of First Ezra, chapter 3, starting from the top.
Hey, sisters, I know there's a couple of y'all still on here. I know there's probably 22 brothers and 4 sisters. But for the 4 sisters that's here, do you want the camp or the school or the body that you're learning under to raise kings and men, or do you want them to raise simps and little boys? Right. I really want to answer it in the chat. Now, some of y'all might not answer because, hey, when he's a simp and a little boy, I can run all over him. I can get him to do what I want him to do, right? You see what I'm saying? But to the righteous sisters, do you want the brothers to raise kings and men, kings and priests, right? Or do you want simps and little boys? Right? Sister Abaya said we want kings and men, right? See, I told you it was 2 sisters. It's 2 of them. You see that? Right. It's 2 sisters. All right, it's 2 sisters in the building. That's wild. I was playing, but it's legit 2 sisters in here. Oh, here we go. Ain't no hopefully. That's what we doing, right? That's what we doing, right? It's 3 sisters, right? So in order for us to raise kings and men, hey, that's gonna come a certain type of vibe, a certain type of order. Oh, here goes Sister Christelle. That's 4 sisters. Oh, we're on a roll, right? There's a certain type of order. There's a certain type of vibe. There's a certain type of energy that has to come, right? And like I said, there's many that go out of their wits for a woman. You lose your mind behind a woman, right? She giving you ultimatums. Now you scared. You know what I'm saying? She you upset or scared that she gonna be upset with you. If that's your woman, she'll get over it, and y'all gonna move on. But that's part of dwelling with your woman according to knowledge, yo. Sister Yael in the building. There we go. There we go. Right? Mm-hmm. That's part of dwelling with your woman according to knowledge. You got to know, yo, your woman gonna be emotional. And a lot of times, I'm sorry, sisters, but when sisters get emotional, right? When sisters get emotional, guess what goes out the window? Logic. Right. Dwelling with our women according to knowledge, you got to understand that.
God. Right.
You have to understand that.
That's right.
I used to get mad as hell. Like, I used to really be a lion. Like, I used to be a big lion. You know what I'm saying? I used to be a big lion. And then I started to understand, like, bro, that's how she's wired, my God. She's wired this way. I'm mad at her for her acting how she's wired. Now I got to teach her, just because you wired that way, God didn't really wire you that way, to be real. Esau did. Right? Yeah. So now that we know that Esau wires you this way, I got to teach you the right way. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, we might go, a little bit without speaking or whatever. But I'm not that lion no more. I'm not about to sit there and be, all right, we're not doing that no more. Because now, I was talking to my mom about this today. Because she hates when I do this because my mother's a woman. So she don't be liking it, but she had to agree with this. Right. Our sisters are emotional beings. They wired a certain type of way. And if you're dwelling with them according to knowledge, you're not going to really be that guy that you was before you had the knowledge of who your woman is. Right? Now, let's read that first Ezra chapter 3, man.
This is the book of First Ezra chapter 3, starting at the top. Mm-hmm. Now, when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects, mm-hmm. and unto all his household, and unto all the princes of Media and Persia, mm-hmm. and to all the governors and captains and lieutenants that were under him, from India unto Ethiopia, of 127 provinces. Mm-hmm. And when they had eaten and drunken, and being satisfied, were gone home, then Darius the king went into his bedchamber and slept, and soon after awaked. Mm-hmm. Then 3 young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another, let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts and great things in token of victory, mm-hmm. as to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and an head tie of fine linen, and a chain about his neck. and he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin. And then everyone wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under King Darius's pillow. And he said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the three princes of Persia shall judge.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
To him shall the victory be given, as was appointed.
Hey, Siri went off. Could you hear all of that he was saying?
Yeah, we heard everything. Have him read that last verse again.
Verse 9. And said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king
Could you try
the three
again?
princes of Persia shall judge, that his sentence is the wisest. To him shall the victory be given, as was appointed. The first wrote, wine is the strongest.
Hold on now. Siri, I'm not about to say its name, but every time he say a certain word, the computer went off. Salakia.
Yeah, come.
Right? But this is a riddle, I would say, right? Who's the strongest, right? And they had to write this thing and read it, their sentence, and put it under the pillow of Darius, so he could see who's the wisest, right? So it's the first one said, wine is the strongest. Keep going.
The second wrote, the king is the strongest.
The second one was kissing ass, Salakia. Oh, the king is the strongest.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
The third wrote, women are strongest. But above all things, truth bears away the victory. Now, when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him, and so he read them. And sending forth, he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors, and the captains, and the lieutenants, and the chief officers, and sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before them. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine. And he said thus, O ye men, how exceeding strong is wine! It causeth all men to err that drink it. It maketh the mind of the king and of the fatherless child to be all one, of the bondman and of the free man, of the poor man and of the rich. It turns also every thought into jollity and mirth, so that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor death. And it maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor. And it maketh to speak all things by talents. And when they were all Salaki, and they are in their cups, they forget their love both to friends and brethren, and a little after draw out swords. But when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done. O ye men, is not wine the strongest that enforces to do thus? And when he has not so spoken, he held his peace.
Right now, we ain't gonna get all of this because he's just explaining how wine is the strongest. The other one's gonna explain how the king is the strongest. Right? Let's go to chapter 4. Right, we're going back to chapter 4 where I had basically had Kedar around that, and we're gonna read verse 13.
This is First Ezra 4 and verse 13. Then the third, who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them, or they not women?
Hey, bro, is women not brothers' weaknesses? This is a lot of brothers' downfalls, bro. I want to be with my wife today. I know y'all brothers gonna be at camp. It's a big event going on downtown. I want to be with my wife today. Y'all the worst type of brother to me. I don't care what nobody say, like, because a woman will make you go against your brothers. Like, when I say go against your brothers, I'm not just talking about skipping camp. You'll get a man that's weak over a woman will get you killed, bro.
Yeah,
he'll get you up out of there, bro, and he will kill you. Yo, what did Pharaoh do when his wife was lying on Joseph? Threw that man in jail. You know what I'm saying? He got him up out of there. Joseph was the wisest man in the kingdom.
Yeah, that's right.
Pharaoh didn't even think for 2 seconds. Yo, this dude is wise. Yo, he's like, yo, what's going on? Like, he wouldn't do that. He would not.
Hey, flip, quick.
Boom. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you. Let my wife call me. She at the grocery store and tell me some dude just ran up on her and all right, I'm coming. And I'm not thinking about nothing.
You know, the ill thing about it is he would have killed her. He would have killed him if he had to think something was up. That's why he sent him into prison.
The Most High put that spirit on him to not do that. That's what I think happened.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know your wife, bro. you know what's going on, man.
Right. You don't caught your rib talking to 37 niggas. This one, she say something about this one dude. I'll be like,
now you got to put him to death. Yeah,
you got to put him to death. What about the other 37? What happened to them?
Right.
Yo, that's what be happening. That's what be happening in them curses, man. That black on black crime, that Deuteronomy 28:54. Because you out in the street now, your wife got little to nothing on. You know what I'm saying? Now you mad because you looking, brother, looking at your wife.
Right.
Hey man, hey, everybody know. You want to? You got a problem with you? Call me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not about to lie to you. I'm not about to do none of that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Nigga, man up.
Shoot ass.
I'm not going to come to if you're weak of heart. I'm gonna tell you that now. I give brothers disclaimers like, yo, if you are not prepared for her to walk away from you today, don't listen to shit I'm saying. It's like, don't listen to nothing I'm saying, right? Even because brothers will go crazy behind a woman.
Hey, so like we got to change this to Keep It Real Fridays, man. Judah
right. That's what it should be.
Hey, he ain't got no filter today, man.
Right.
No filter
Fridays.
Oh, that's
no filter Friday.
No filter Friday.
Filter Friday. There we go.
Hey, for real, bro. Like, listen.
Hey, Salaki, keep it funky Friday. You know,
I was just thinking about that. Funky Fridays. Keep it funky.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you, real quick.
Keep it funky with you, bro. Like, for real. You see what I'm saying? But yo, this brother said women are the strongest. Right? Stop, sis. Stop.
So I see. Let me put that down, Judah. Bringing up happy homes and stuff, man.
Yeah. Obviously, ain't happy if you calling me. Keep reading.
Fact.
Keep reading. We're gonna keep going. So we had
verse 15.
Verse 15. Keep going, man.
Verse 15. Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land.
Mm-hmm.
Even of they came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards from whence the wine cometh.
Mm-hmm.
These also maketh garments for men. These bringeth glory unto men.
Stop. So boom, the people who plant the vineyards, the women nourished them, right? Who made your garment? A woman. Right. Keep going.
These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman, which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her?
Stop. You got brothers that got the entire world. They got millions and millions and millions of dollars. And F it off behind a woman. Lose it all. Because she look good. Because she fine. You know what I'm saying? The girl ain't had nothing when you met her, but because she fine, she don't got no skill. And listen, this is not a woman bashing thing, because the righteous sisters in the truth, we're not talking about y'all. A lot of y'all got skills, y'all coming with some, y'all can turn a house into a home, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. But these brothers, they will find a woman with no skills. She can't even write in cursive. And he gonna marry her. And now he don't lost everything that he's worked for.
Right.
Behind the woman. Go ahead.
No, y'all heard about the story. Not the story, but it came out today. It was news that came out today about the soccer player. Man,
yeah,
You hear me?
God,
Genius,
God.
man. Hey, but listen,
What
it's
happened?
not too many brothers. Listen, go ahead, Adawan.
He said
Nah,
what happened. Tell me what
I
happened.
said recap that. Recap for us.
Okay, so yeah. All right. So the soccer player, it was a soccer player from Morocco, right?
Yes.
His rib divorced him, right? They go to divorce court, and the judge basically tells the wife or the ex-wife, the soon-to-be ex-wife, that everything that he owns is not even his, it's in his mother's name. She's the beneficiary for his house. She even again the paychecks is going into her bank account. That's genius if I ever thought of it, man. Like hey, I don't need a prenup. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna finagle it a different way. But that's the curses of us because we're not that smart, right? We got everything in our names. Hey, we share with our ribs. We got a joint bank account. We put on the title of the home and on the deed. You see what I'm saying? So basically, you know, we messed up. When we go to court, we had a loss, right? Get to 50-50. She taking everything because damn near everything in her name already anyway. But that's crazy, man. That's a beautiful thing for the Moroccan soccer player. But you know, for us, for our people, it's our demise. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know, if you got a righteous woman like you know she really down for you, she ain't about to slide on you, whatever that is, and you know you proving her for real. Ain't nothing wrong with having a joint bank account. That's not what the brother's saying. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of these celebrities, I always said this: if I ever got rich, I played baseball. I thought I was going too. I thought I was going. Like I already had it in my mind. I'm gonna marry somebody before I get to the league. Because if I don't, I ain't gonna never be able to trust her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be able to trust that you with me for me. I need you with me when I was dead broke. I ain't have nothing to give you. You was with me. We built it up. I got drafted. We good now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I needed. You feel what I'm saying? But these dudes, they get the bag. They sign a $450 million. You feel me?
Be chasing prostitutes.
And
they fumble the bag.
Hey, they prostitute. Hey, they basically prostitutes with access to your hotel room. They be in the lobby as soon as you come downstairs, man.
Yeah, man.
They be at all the parties. They be at all the photo shoots.
Right.
All in.
Hey, Salaki.
And what are they doing? Who are they looking for?
They fishing for you. That's all they do.
Go ahead, Ken.
Somebody grab Mark 3 real quick for me, Bible Shop. Mark 3 and
once again,
verse 20.
We're gonna get his verse out. Once again, this is not a woman bashing. This is not a woman bashing class. This is not what this is about. This is teaching brothers how to have wisdom. You should not be, sisters, you should not be upset about what we're saying if this ain't you. You should not be upset. You should want your brothers to be smart. I asked my rear one time. I said, would you allow, if your son came up to you and said, "Ma, this girl is doing this." Oh, Sister Abaya tripping.
I seen that.
What she post?
She said they be at all the camps, all the feast days, and all the classes. That's true, right? She snapped on that one, right? But would you want your son to come to you and say, "Mom, this girl doing this and the third. She threatened me with this. You know what I'm saying? If I don't do that, what would you tell him? Yo, let that girl walk. Forget her, right? So if I say the same thing to you, then
there you go, right?
What's your answer now?
Right.
Oh, because it's you. You see what I'm saying? This is how you got to look at it. Sisters women love their sons unconditionally.
Man,
if that boy come to them with a problem about that woman, that mommy be like, "Yo, you can come home right now. Forget this girl."
Right.
But let that be your husband. You doing the same thing to your husband,
right?
And it's fine because it's you. But you won't let nobody do that to your son. So, sis, if this ain't you, you should not be upset. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You should
let it fly.
Big facts right there, man.
You feel what I'm saying? You can't be upset because you should want your son, you should want your brother, you should want your little nephew to know what we teaching right now. Y'all said it. You want us to raise men and kings. That's what we doing. Get your precept, King.
Con, I wanted to give Mark 3 and start at verse 24, and then can somebody else grab Proverbs 14, Baba Cashapp? Proverbs 14 and 1.
I got Proverbs. Go ahead, King.
All right, I got Mark chapter 3. You said what was the verse again?
Verse 24. Start at verse 24.
This is Mark 3:24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And
keep going.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end.
Right. Keep going.
No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Right. So just like Judah was saying, right, with a lot of these sisters trying to catch brothers up. Now, we're not talking about the wicked sisters, right? I mean, the righteous sisters. We're talking about the wicked sisters, the sisters that's trying to scam brothers, right? The sisters that's out there that's no good, giving them brothers hell, right? We have to understand that this is not a physical, right? This is not a fleshly battle. This is a spiritual battle, right? So the Satan, we understand that Satan, Shaitan, is an adversary, right? He's adversary to the will of the Most High. So basically what you are doing right now is you are being adverse to the will of the Most High, and you are trying to bind up your husband, right? You are messing with his mind, frustrating his mind, trying to mess with his money, catch him up financially, right? Causing all this harm and friction in your household, and you don't even know it. You see what I'm saying? You don't even know that you're being used by the spiritual demon Satan. And you're binding up the strong man, and you're now destroying that household. You're now destroying the goods, your children, i.e. your children, i.e. your whole entire household, your bank account. Now, everything is destroyed because of that. Can y'all go to Judah, Proverbs 14, Baba Cashapp?
What verse you want, King?
Start at verse 1. Start from the top.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
Right. So that spiritual demon Satan is causing you to be foolish once again, right? Because you come to the prophets, right? You come to camp, you come to the feast days, you ask to study with your husband, you ask to pray with your husband, right? But then you become foolish once again because you don't understand this is not a fleshly battle. This is all spiritual. So when you start getting your emotions, you start getting your feelings. Hey, it's time to humble down, sister. It's time to understand that, hey, I'm being used right now. It's not even that serious. You got to take heed. You have to take heed to the words of the Most High God. And then you have to take heed to your head. Because he is under he is serving the Most High God. Right. You can read verse 2.
Verse 2. He that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his... Oh, go ahead.
Right. And so if you're going to walk upright if you fear the Most High God. But let's just be honest, man. We ain't even going to talk about the sisters. Most of these brothers out here don't even fear the Most High God. Because as much as we walk and say that we walking in the commandments, we blameless, we trying to keep these laws to the best of our ability. We really not. Not to the best of our ability. Yep. Right? Keep going.
But he that is perverse in his ways despises him.
Right. So just like it says, I believe it's 1 Thessalonians 4:8, right? You don't despise the man, you despise the Most High God. You don't despise the person that's giving you the word. You despise the person who created the word in the first place.
That's right.
That's fact.
That's what they don't be understanding.
That's a fact.
Like, yo, argue with God.
Right.
Argue with God, yo. You see what I'm saying? You want to tell a brother that he can't do this, he can't do that because you don't like it. Right? We can always get on the polygyny topic. We're not getting on that, right? We can always get on that.
Please don't.
Because that's it can be anything.
Please,
it can be anything, right? It can be anything. The woman should not assert authority over the man. You don't like that.
Right.
It can just be that alone. You don't like that. Right? You supposed to, hey, yo, the man is God in your house. Now we're on the sisters now. We're on the sisters now. We don't move on, right? You see what I'm saying? Shalom, Yashawan, man. Shalom, King, right? You know, baby Judah always got to. If I ain't in my office, you know he got to come over here, right? We gonna get into that Genesis. See, these sisters on point today.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was definitely about to bring that up.
Yeah, Kyle, you can go ahead and pull it, right?
Yeah,
but they hate that. Some sisters hate that. You're gonna be at the feast day with the flyest garment, right? You know, when it's time to go to new moon, Here goes the sister. Right? Dust off the Bible real quick. Watch this, because Ahran says something. When you start to see you in your feelings, it's time to humble down. Sis, how many of y'all, when you start getting your feelings, you go read your scriptures? How many times do you go to read your scriptures versus act according to your doggone feelings? Right?
Hey, Salaki,
you got to be honest with yourself too.
That's heavy. Yeah, that's heavy.
Right.
I gotta say this because I'm about to get off here in a couple seconds. But because I got work tonight, unfortunately. But I want to bring this out because you said that, and that brings me back to the way you lead, right? When you know you're dealing with somebody who's driven by emotions at times, because I'm not gonna say all sisters are always driven by emotion, but there are times when them emotions take over, right? There's times when emotions take over for the men, but as a good leader, you supposed to be able to see it coming and sidestep that and be like, yo, we not even moving that way. It ain't
even about to do that.
You know what I mean? Like I feel it, but we ain't doing it. Like we ain't going that way. So, and that's kind of what we got to be able to do. So I'm happy we brought out this Genesis because what Judah's bringing out is real heavy. It's really a leadership thing. That's why we had to get on the brothers first. I think that's why he structured this lesson this way. You have to get on the brothers first because you're leading the household. Yes. Right? You drive the ship. Right? So now that you're driving the ship, do you have somebody who's willing to follow you, right? So let me read this real quick. This is Genesis 3:16. It says boom. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 4. I'm gonna start at 15.
I'll read it. You can break it down.
Yeah, I'm Ron over here doing double dutch.
Nah, start at 16. You good? Start at 16.
Hey man.
This is the book of Genesis.
I gotta eat dinner, man. Go ahead. Bring it out.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
That's the point. Your desire is going to be to your husband, but guess what? He's supposed to rule over you. The problem, the first issue, the only reason he had to say that is because Adam gave in to the pressure that his wife gave to him.
Right.
That's the only reason the Most High even had to bring that out.
I told you the other day, bro. Yo, like, I'm not even, that's another reason why I don't get that mad no more. Like, I really don't get, like, irate no more. Because I was like, yo, Eve didn't listen to God. Yo, he was right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had way more access to the Most High than we do.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. If we heard the Most High voice right now, we would die. She heard it.
And was like,
still said, hey, yo, I'm going to do what I want to do. And you think she going to listen to you? Like,
man, look.
Hey, the Most High had to reestablish order.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? After that fall, man, he had to reestablish order. Yo, not only your desire shall be your husband, but you got to understand, man, when your husband is in lock and step and following the ways of the Most High, whatever his desire is should be your desire.
That's a fact.
Period. Listen, man, if he desiring some wickedness, like you got to rethink these things. But if he desiring to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, to rule justly and righteously to the best of his ability, that should be your desire, straight up and down, man.
Yeah, that's right. And that leads me to the last thing I was going to say about what Judah said. Last thing he said was, are you going back to your notes? See, we go through all these scriptures and we bring out all these classes. Brothers been teaching these type of classes for at least 5 years that I have seen myself on the internet. Right? Like I can go back 5 years right now for my favorite teacher and see these same lessons being taught. That means you got 5 years worth of lessons in your notebook. At what point in time are you going to go back and revisit that and be like, damn, I never mastered this one. I never mastered that one. You see what I'm saying? But everybody a Proverbs 31 though.
In everybody bio.
Everybody bio, Proverbs 31. So go back to your notes and make sure you checking them boxes, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact. That's a fact, right? watch this. We got to go up a little higher, bro. We got to, because this is I was going here anyway. Let's read verse chapter 2. And let's read. This is your number one job, sis. Aharon, get that first precept that you called earlier. About the woman tearing it down with her hands. Get that again.
Proverbs 14.
You get that real quick. I want you to read chapter 2 and read verse 20.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 2, and verse 20. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field.
He made Adam, 2 Ezra 6, Lord of all creatures.
Uh-huh.
This is what the men that the Most High put in charge was supposed to be.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's one thing y'all got to remember. Y'all don't believe this Bible for real. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep it funky. Y'all don't. You can't.
Funky Friday.
You right? You can't
Friday.
believe in the Bible for real. Like somebody said something earlier. I forgot what was said. Right? About how I think it was called out online. A lot of brothers don't really believe in the Bible. They when it all boils down to it, and you get to the nitty gritty, dog. You don't believe in the Bible. A lot of our sisters don't believe in the Bible. They do not believe Yahweh Shai is coming back. They do not believe that the Most High put the man over the woman. Yeah, I know, right? They don't believe. You can't believe that. You don't believe that Yahweh Shai is coming back to redeem his people, and there is mansions set up for you. You can't believe that. You don't believe that. And guess what? It says in what was it? Is it Zechariah 1:8 where it says that Yahweh Shai is going to come and he's going to kill all of those that's clothed with strange apparel?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's doctrine. Guess what? There's a doctrine for you. There's a doctrine for you. There's a sister who was teaching all sisters, and I kept warning people about this sister, kept doing it. Now she got a women's group where she's trying to have multiple wives for herself. There's a doctrine for you.
Crazy.
Hold on, say that one more time again.
Yes, brother. This sister was out here teaching all these different types of things. You know what I'm saying? And if you spoke out against it, she deleted you because she said, yo, women can't teach and, whatever. And she was always sharp in her doctrine, right? Right? But now she has a women's group where she has a whole bunch of women in it, and they are now her girlfriends. There is a doctrine. There is a doctrine for you. What you want a feminist doctrine? There's a doctrine for you. Y'all don't believe the Bible for real. Right. Y'all don't. Because if y'all really believed in Christianity, you was a full-fledged 24/7, 365 a day Christian because there was no rules. Now you don't got with a brother in the truth, and there's rules and you hate it. You was never required to pick up the Bible. You was never required to do what was in it.
That's right.
Right there.
Hey, Salaki, I just want to pull this one real quick. It's the last one, but it go right into that. So I write 33 and 19. It says, give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest. And give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee and thou entreat for the same again. As long as thou livest and have breath in thee, give not thyself over to any. So guess what? If you a king, what type of king handing over his dominion to anybody? You supposed to be in rulership. The Most High put you in charge, and you're gonna hand that power and that dominion, that leadership. You're gonna hand that damn. You know how the king got the scepter. You're gonna hand that scepter over to somebody else that's supposed to be in your charge, right? But this is what women are not thinking about. You're not thinking about the fact that those little sly things that you do to gain power over your man, that sly action that you just did, you're forcing him to choose to serve the Most High or to serve you, man.
Now watch this. Watch this. Hold on. I'm gonna read this post that I made. Yesterday. Going perfectly into what we all talking about, right? I said, I'm gonna be posting. I said, sisters, free game. Brothers tend to frequent where he is appreciated. This is for all you anti-polygyny sisters, right? Brothers, I tell the truth. People hate me for telling the truth. I be helping y'all. People don't like sound doctrine.
I see this post. It was a good post, actually.
Yeah, like people don't like sound doctrine, bro, because it comes with change. You see, that's why people don't like Israelites, because now you have to change. You don't have to just hear that was a good word. Now I'm about to go sleep with Deacon such and such. Like
your apology ain't even good enough. Apologies is not good enough. You got to change.
You got to change, man. So I say, sisters, free game. Brothers tend to frequent where he is appreciated. Be nice to your husbands. We notice how you treat us compared to how you treat our friends. We notice the pleasantness in your voice when talking to other men compared to us. We peep that stuff, right? Salakia, shh. This boy going crazy, right?
You ready to bring it out too?
Right, he about to bring it out, right? I said this is free game for the unmarried women but want to be married, the currently married women, and the women who are married but don't feel like they're married anymore because it seems like he doesn't want you anymore. I'm not saying this is always the case, but this is major when it comes to men. You are supposed to make your man feel like a king in every room, even when he's wearing rags in a room full of fine linens. Right?
That's bad.
Listen, bro. Right? Your wife on point today. Right? Right? You supposed to make your husband feel like a king, right? In every room. He could be I ain't gonna say bummiest, but he could have the worst clothes on and everybody wearing fine linen. And you supposed to have them other brothers like, dang, why I ain't feeling like that? Right? And that's a fact. That's another one too. Be at all the feast days. Playing like she's submissive. As soon as y'all get in the car, she another person. Right? You gotta watch out for that, right? So for that point, right? Your guy be Esau. You go to work, Esau tell you to do something, you don't give him no mouth. Your man tell you to do something, you rolling your eyes and sucking your teeth. Where they do that at? Your doggone boss can tell you to do something that is not in your job description.
And you gonna do
Go
it.
across the street and get me some coffee. 5 creams, 2.5 sugars, and clock out before you go. That's not in your job description, and it's not your break time. Right. You gonna go do it though.
Hell no. Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Bring it out. Bring it out. Shalom, King. Right? Oh, you said the parking lot, not even in the car. You know what I'm saying? You got something good. And we're gonna read that Genesis 2 and 21 because 2 and 20 because we ain't finished it. And then we're gonna get that precept I wanted you to get in Proverbs too, Kadar.
I got a precept when you get a chance.
All right, go ahead. Read your Ecclesiastes 7:7. We're gonna get these 2 precepts. You can get yours.
Salaki. I thought Tico grabbed it. Salaki.
No, I got you, bro.
He got it.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Hey, plain upon tables, just like you said, man. Like these women, they are subject, right? I ain't going. Salakia. I'm gonna tread lightly, man. It's like that with brothers too, as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? It's like that with us as well, right? Because we'll allow Esau to beat our back end at work, and then come home and be a damn roaring lion to our wives.
And you was a kitten to Esau at work,
right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's how it be. But our women are like that as well, right? You'll take that abuse, you'll take that verbal and physical abuse from Esau, right? Your oppressor. But then you can't take that. You can't be soft as you are at work and be soft like that at home. You can't keep that same energy as you want us to do.
That's right. Hey, and that's oppression to a man. Because men have intuition, men have instincts. We have a natural something in our nature. We know that ain't right.
Right.
We know it ain't right, man. Right. So get that Genesis 2 and 20. We're gonna finish that. I want you to
let me get this one real quick because it goes to what you just said.
Okay,
I'm still leading to Genesis 2.
Yeah, no, do you think?
All right, the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 10. It says, "For such as in their life receive benefits and have not known me. You were just talking about how a gift destroys the heart. A lot of us receive benefits from whatever places we receive it from, but how do you know the Most High? How do you show that you know the Most High?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody tell me that in the chat. Somebody tell me that. Give me a precept. How do you show that you know the Most High? Now, y'all said discernment. That's true, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. How do you show that you know the Most High? All right, man. Let's just get it, because they might be moving slow. That might be moving slow.
First John, or Second John 4.
Let me get that. Let me get First John. First John 2.
2 and 4. I'll be butchering it.
Okay.
Let's get that. I love that one right there.
Right, bring it up.
This is the book of First John, chapter 2, starting at verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
Yo, is not Genesis part of the commandments? Is that not part of the Torah?
Mm-hmm.
So when we read verses like 3 and 16, that's part of the law. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read this again in 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 10. It says, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it." Hey, yo, listen, you got liberty right now because you ain't getting your back broken. You ain't getting put to death for some of the things that you're doing, men and women. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
we under liberty right now, but we not showing how we know the Most High God. We're not even showing the place of repentance. You were just talking about that. Apologies ain't enough. You actually got to change. Repenting is not doing the same thing over and over and over again, or else you're insane.
Exactly.
That's real.
Let's go into the law. What you were just talking about. Let's go back into Genesis.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2, reading verse 20 again. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. Mm-hmm. But for Adam, there was not found an helpmeet for him.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs, flesh, instead thereof.
Hey, sisters, yeah, I knew that was a scoffer. That's definitely, that GMS page is not a real GMS page. I knew that was a scoffer. You just got blocked.
I burned my rib today.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that out of here. Come on, man. We ain't doing that.
Yeah,
that's your rib. You a damn fool. That's your rib, bro.
Hey, you know what that is? That's somebody that's trying to make the truth look bad, and that's another nation. That's what that is.
Right.
That's probably vocab and nuts.
Don't
it say Afghanistan or something like that?
Yeah, it said Afghanistan at the end of it.
That's one of them Allah Akbar booms, right?
Right.
So your first job on earth was prophesied before you even made it to earth. Your first job was to be a helpmeet to your husband. Y'all hate that part. That's why when it goes on to say in Genesis 3 and 16 that your desire is to be towards your husband, because everything that brother sets out to do in righteousness, you're supposed to be right beside that man, right, helping that mission go forward. Right. But you want your husband, right? You want your husband to go to your plan, and then you wonder why stuff ain't in order. Stuff ain't going right.
Ooh, bring that up.
You wondering why? If there is a natural order of things, see, his computer didn't like it. His computer must be a system. His computer passed out, right? Right? If you wondering why stuff ain't going in order, something ain't going right, when there was a natural order of things and you wanted to go the other way. Make it make sense, sisters. Think about it. Don't hate your brother, Judah. I'm the brother. I'm gonna shoot it straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot it straight. See, it's her computer. It is the sister, right? Hey, right? I'm gonna shoot it straight, man. I'm gonna shoot it straight. Don't hate me for telling you that. If I become your enemy because I tell you the truth, I'm just telling you the truth right now. Right. Your number one job was to be a helpmeet. Your assignment was made before you got the job. You know what I'm saying? your desire is supposed to be towards your husband. If your husband's desire is to build the camp, you need to be thinking about ways that he can implement that. Right? Your desire is to feed the homeless. She need to be finding ways that she can make a bulk of food for the low, so y'all can make that happen tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? That's cold. She said, I was taught your husband's desires are supposed to be a map of things you should be doing. But you wondering why you not happy, sis, and you wondering why your husband not happy. But then here go that sister over there. I'm going to keep it funky with y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not about to do it. There go that sister over there. She treats your husband with respect. And she a pretty sister. Right? You know what I mean? She wants to help the word go forward, and she's not faking the funk. She's serious. Right. Sincere. And then she's sincere. And then now your husband gets a liking to that sister, and you already don't like the polygyny thing anyway. Y'all don't really have according to the Bible, the man can do what he wants in that situation. However, let's just say there was a way that you can stop your husband from practicing that. Wouldn't it be being a helpmeet and a pillar of rest?
Right. They don't want to do that though.
Wouldn't that make sense? If I liked the girl at work, right, and I didn't want this other dude taking her to lunch every day because she can't afford to bring lunch to work, and I know this, wouldn't I be the one to bring her lunch every day so I can sit with her? Like, if I don't want my car to run out of gas, wouldn't I just put gas in it when the light come on? You see what I'm saying? We supposed to be, sisters are supposed to be a help me. Get that precept in Proverbs, Kadaharan.
Start at verse 14, at the top.
Yeah, go ahead.
From the top. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, from the top. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but a foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
No.
Keep going.
Read it again.
Come on. Proverbs 14 from the top. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
Sisters, y'all be plucking your own houses down with your hands. I made a post the other day again. It was another post. I said a woman's rights are biblically are irrefutable. They are irrefutable. You enjoy your rights, especially if you got a brother who's willing to do this for you. You enjoy your rights as a Hebrew woman. The rights of a Hebrew woman is to be provided for and taken care of and protected. Y'all love that part. Your job as a woman is to be a helpmeet unto your husband. Right? That's your job. But you don't want to do that. You want me to fulfill my job description. And brothers, you don't have an excuse. Well, she's not doing it. Nah, la. The Bible say what it say. Do your job. This is one of the main points of this class. Do your damn job. Right? Right? But you want me to fulfill my job description to the fullest. But you have no intentions on doing your job description. Make it make sense. But we're going to talk about what your job is to do, right? Now, we got on the brothers early. This is why I got on the brothers first. I got on the brothers first on purpose. So, because a lot of times when a brother makes, says something about a woman, a sister always says, well, what about, you see what I'm saying? So I got on the brothers first on purpose, right? So let's get that precept, Tico. This is your job, sis. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36, starting at verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled.
Stop. It says a man that gets a wife. Read that again from the top.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
First of all, you have to understand this. You're a possession. Understand this. I'm about to be funny now. Willie gonna laugh if you see this class, right? Let's get the precept. Captain Ahoran, give me Isaiah 66. Stay where you at. Stay where you at. All right. I think it's Isaiah 66, and I think it's verse 4.
Yeah. Is that what you want? Delusions?
No, it's not. Hold on.
Yo, why you looking for that?
62 and 4.
Okay, come. The book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 4. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate. But thou shalt be called
Hephzibah, something like that.
I can't. Hephzibah. And thy land Beulah.
Nah, brother, it's Beulah, brother.
Beulah. The Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married. I know why you pulling this now. Go ahead.
Now, read that again. Read this again in Sirach.
Hey, it's the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Where no hedge is, there's
not right there. It said a possession, right? It says a possession. Yeah, song's burning. Yeah, hold on real quick. Hey, hold on, take over for 2 seconds.
God, let me get Sirach 26 real quick. I know you probably was gonna hit this. Hey, shalom, other one, Canal in the building. Shalom.
Shalom, yes, Charlotte.
Hey, go to Sirach 26 real quick. Let me get verse 1 and verse 2.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
Y'all don't understand the power that y'all women actually have, man. Y'all have the power to increase our lifespan. In all reality, if you come back up in chapter 25 and verse 24, read that real quick.
You said jump to verse 24?
No, read chapter 25 and verse 24.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 24. Salakia. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Hey, man, we have to understand the power that a woman actually have, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see that in the scripture. It say that the sin came from the woman. But at the same point in time, we will be increased in life. Read 1 again, 26 and 1 again.
Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
So, man, y'all have the ability to increase our lifespans as a nation through your virtue. You know what I'm saying? Through your righteousness, man, you have the ability to increase a brother's lifespan, man, a nation's lifespan. That's an awesome ultimate gift. That's part of your job description right there. Not to tear down the home, you know what I'm saying, but to help build it up.
Hey, man, I gotta say this. Hey, I don't want Canal background look like he is in a castle.
This is actually my wife's closet.
Wow.
See, he lives in the castle, right?
I don't live in the castle. She took a whole bedroom and made it her closet.
Oh, all right, that makes sense. Hey, see, men do everything for their woman.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is treat them right. Exactly. You feel me?
I want to expound on what he just said to make it practical. So, you know, if your wife is keeping the commandments, she's gonna feed you good things, so your health is gonna be better, so you live longer. If your wife is that Proverbs woman, then she's comforting you. You're not going home from the stress of your boss to come home to the stress of who is supposed to be your number one fan, your cheerleader. When you go home to that stress, it's like, really, what am I? You know, man, you're a king in a castle with like nothing, no subjects. You're just by yourself, really. If you don't have your number one with you, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, read verse 13 in that chapter real quick. My bad, Judah. Let me get this real quick and I'll slide it back to you.
No, you good, King.
Come down to verse 13 real quick in that chapter.
We in
26. Sirach 26. I want to hit 13, 14, and 15, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26 It's this book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will and her discretion will fatten his bones.
Yo, a lot of times, man, sisters don't know how to be discreet. You know what I'm saying? You see that in the book of Titus. That's one of y'all job titles also, to be discreet. Keep us at home. Keep us of all good things. You know what I'm saying? Loving your husband, loving your children. These are things that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. And, yo, and what does it say? You would fatten the bones, man. Make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? After a good home cooked meal, man.
Right.
Hey, so she became his cheerleader on live.
Hey, all praises.
Verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
A what?
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Hey, listen, I don't want to hear the nagging. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing my job as a man, don't say nothing. Encourage me.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to be the man that I need to be for my home, for my family, for you and me both.
Hey, listen. Hey, yo, my granddaddy, right? When my grandma used to do all that nagging, he used to be like, Alice, shut up. And it used to be hilarious.
Hey, what was that? What was that? Was the honeymooners back in the day? To the moon. I mean,
right. She was like, yo, shut up. Like, it was funny. He would laugh, she would laugh. That might not be the way you need to do it, but he was serious in a sense, like, yo, I ain't trying to hear all that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Yakim said, read that again. Yakim said, read that verse again. Verse 14.
Con. Sirach 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing, Salaki, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Man, hey, listen, part of our job as a man is to instruct your wives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He said older people be funny because I pulled out the Hey, listen, man, I'm older, man. I'm older than y'all brothers, man. Hey, but look, man, the fact of the matter is, man, the man's job is to instruct his wife, man. Instruct his daughter, man. You got to keep your daughter in straightly. You know what I'm saying? Not giving her over much liberty. You know what I'm saying? You got to instruct your wife. How you moving? How we moving? This is how we moving as a unit. You know what I'm saying? If you can't abide by what it is that I'm saying, and the love that I show you, because I really do love you as your husband, you should be willing to accept my leadership. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I got a problem with that, man. You got a problem with the Most High, for real, for real. That's what we were talking about earlier.
Yep, argue with God.
You despise the laws of God.
Mm-hmm.
And then while you in this liberty, you don't even find no repentance. That's a problem.
Hey, check this out, right? Dan, you just said something, it just slipped my mind. You said something cold. Oh man, don't even worry about it.
I don't even know, man. I be talking, man. It's the spirit.
You said something cold that I
was mind well instructed. You want to read that verse again for him? Maybe you get it.
Nah, that one it was something. It's all good. We'll keep going.
I want to hit verse 23 though in this chapter.
Go ahead, read it.
Verse 23 and 24, Baba Cashapp.
Con, Sirach 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Hey, but man, a lot of times we not instructing our women enough. You know what I'm saying? As men, we not instructing our wives enough. It's just not reaching them for some reason. You know what I'm saying? They got a hold on them. The world got a hold on them. It's a stumbling block right in front of them. They can't hear. They can't see. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how you pulled out that Isaiah 66 and you had quoted, I think, Isaiah 66 and 4.
Come.
And I'm going to read that real quick.
Read it.
Isaiah 66 and 4 says, I will choose their delusions and bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. And when I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before my eyes and chose that in which I delight not. Yo, that goes for the brothers and the sisters, man. Yo, you will get blinded and get a delusion put over your mind that you're in charge of your husband, you're running your household, because you choose not to listen, because you don't believe in God. You know what I'm saying? The God that you have, that you pray to, or you expect to save you in your darkest of times, is a social construct. That's what it is. It's a social construct given to you by somebody. Your great-great-grandmother, that preacher who hooping and hollering behind the pulpit. You know what I'm saying? Who coming out. You seen the picture with the dude in the casket on Easter Sunday? Y'all ain't see that? He was preaching in the casket. They opened up the casket. He rose out of the casket.
They always got some theatrics, bro.
That you had a dude who was hang gliding into the church, not hang on a wire.
That was that was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy though, man.
Hey, real quick. Hey, y'all make sure y'all throw up some prayers for Sister Joan Gilchrist, man.
Hey, man.
We hope that pain subside for you, sis. We'll see you tomorrow in class for sure.
Definitely. Hey, listen, Salakia. We got a camp-wide fast next Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Camp-wide fast. The brother Yahweh called that. Anybody else who's down with us, who learns from us, studies with us, or just brothers and sisters with us, man, we appreciate it if you can join us with that fast too. We need healing for all of us, not just in our camp, but for our nation. All our brothers and sisters who've been struggling through whatever they have been struggling with, we need to fast, man, and pray, man.
Yep. Come on. Let's get that Sirach 36 and 24 again. Let's read that into the possession part. And then let's go into what I want to show y'all.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
He that getteth a wife bringeth a possession.
Stop. Y'all hate that part. What you mean I'm a possession? Right? What you mean I'm a possession? Exactly what it says. Understand that you're a possession. That's not a bad thing. Brother is supposed to take care of the things that they possess. Go get the oil change on your car. That's a possession of yours. You get new tires when you need it. You put gas in it. Clean it out every once in a while.
Hey, you supposed to brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Like, y'all take that as a derogatory thing. Right. You're a possession. I have to take care of you as part of my possession. That's what God said I had to do. Right? But okay, watch this. Give me that Isaiah 62 and 4. Somebody. Real quick.
I'm here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 4. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate. Thou shalt be called Hephzibah, and thy land Beulah. For the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married.
All right, so boom, right? All right, so we got this in the interlinear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Hephzibah, and thy land Beulah. For the Lord, I know that's a beautiful name, man. For the Lord delighted in thee, and thy land shall be married, right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Beulah, H1166. Let's see what it means in the Hebrew, right? Baal or Baal, right? Let's let the white man speak.
Strong's H1166. Baal.
Oh, Baal.
Baal.
I bet, right? What does it mean to marry, rule over, possess, own, to be lord over? That's what that means. That's what that means, right? So let's read that in Sirach one more time. So you all know the understanding of the meaning of that word. I was supposed to say at Passover, because we pronounced it Baal. I was supposed to say all Baalium go to the bag and eat. And I was gonna be like, what the hell is he talking about? All possessions, you know what I mean? But that was a joke. That was a joke amongst the brothers, because I told my real I was gonna name her Beulah, and it means to be married. But I ain't gonna do her like that. Read that in Sirach again.
Sirach 36 and verse 24 again. He that giveth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself.
You're supposed to be a help like. So listen, if I can do more without you, you're not a wife. Yo, you gotta be quiet, man. Right? If I can do more without you than I can do to myself, you're not being a wife. It said, I help like unto himself. Right? So you're supposed to be another version of me of what I could do for myself. Right? Keep going on that.
And a pillar of rest.
And a pillar of rest. This is what you're supposed to be to your husband. Right?
Uh-huh.
Go. This is what you're supposed to be to your husband. I know he's trying to bring it out, man. He ain't been married yet. Trying to bring it out. Right? You're supposed to be a pillar of rest. Let's get the book of Sirach, chapter let's see here. Let's start at chapter 25.
That's what we just said.
And let's start at what did you read, Salaki?
We read a lot in 25. Well, we read 1 and 2. We read 1 and 2. Oh, my bad. You're right. We read 26. Salaki.
All right, so let's read 13. And let's read on down to we gotta keep going. Let's just read it.
19, 20, 21.
See, his computer don't like this.
The second time that happened, man.
You got it. Read that.
25.
You gotta be
13, you said 13, right?
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 13. Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
Yeah, right. Say, give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, and really keep going.
And any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman.
He said, I'll take some wickedness, but don't give me the wickedness of them niggas over there. These women. Don't give me the wickedness of a woman. Because when a woman get mad, she will go to great lengths because of her emotions, right? This is, brothers, you got to pick the right one, dog. You got to pick the right one. Or at least be willing to train her to be the right one. Yes, I said the word train. Because Esau trained her. She don't want you to say nothing about her training, you training her, but she let Esau train her. We let the Christian pastors train us.
That's crazy.
Right? So now we have to be trained correctly.
We just read that in 26 and 14.
We're gonna go to that again. Right? Keep reading.
And any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me,
mm-hmm.
and any revenge, but the revenge of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Hey, yo, hold up real quick, man. She said she'd rather dwell in a house with who?
With a lion and a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, a lion is going to eat you up and devour you. You know what I'm saying? A dragon, man. What is a dragon? They're going to put fire on you?
Alligator.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or Esau's can be considered
right.
You know what I'm saying? A deceiver. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Damn. Because I trust my wife, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather deal with a deceiver that I know you deceiving me, or I know you a threat, than be with my wife and my wife is being wicked. Because I love you and I'm supposed to be trusting you.
That's a fact.
Go ahead.
Look what the sister said. She said, don't they go through training at a job? Marriage is a job.
No.
You
gotta learn your husband.
You put more emphasis into Esau's kingdom. When listen, we in captivity, right? But when you work in your 9 to 5, you are building Esau's kingdom. You put more emphasis into building Esau's kingdom. What are you eating? Oh, salad. You are putting more emphasis into building Esau's kingdom than you would do to build your kingdom. This is your kingdom that you're building on earth. But you would talk about your job all damn day. You know what I'm saying? They could call you after hours to make sure this. Oh, yeah, that's over there on shelf such and such. Oh, yeah, this is how you do this after hours. You don't put in no overtime with your husband. You ain't doing that.
Hey, you can put in all this type of effort in your makeup, in your shoes, got the jewels. You know what I'm saying? How much effort you really put in making your marriage a success?
That's right. Right? Let's keep going. You at verse 17.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors. And
hold on, Salaki, read that again.
Yeah.
17. My bad. Read that again.
Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Get up, boy. My son over here falling, distracting me. Right? It says the wickedness of a woman changes her face. I believe this wholeheartedly. Right? You ever seen that sister? She was bad in high school, like tough. You know what I'm saying? She was beautiful. And in her wickedness, her whole countenance is different.
Yeah, because you met her representative.
Right. Weird. She really was.
Couldn't even say the word. You met her representative. Now the true her is coming out. Or the true him, or the true him is coming up at times.
Right. Right. Let's just be real, right? That sister who don't had, I'm not mocking sisters because we know this happens. But that sister, she was beautiful in high school. She was smart. She was chasing such and such and such and such over there, right? And she got 3 kids now, and the dude ain't taking care of her because she was in her wickedness, and she is eating. She is reaping the fruit of her doings, and has changed her countenance. She looks stressed now. Edge is gone. Skin don't look the same. She smokes cigs now. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is real. You don't even have to go all the way there, right? Hold on, real quick. My son's trying to go out the door. You don't even have to go. You don't even have to go to that extent. You can just be a sister that ain't keeping the laws of God, and your life is now hard. I say this all the time. The commandments is a blueprint to a good life. Mm-hmm. The scriptures say, then shalt thou make thy way prosperous and have good success. That's right. Because you don't want to keep these laws, your way ain't prosperous. You can never catch a break. Every time you think you catch a break, something happens. Now what? You know what I'm saying? The Most High will touch your damn family. Have your ass stressed out.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Then he'll touch your car, your engine blow. Now he don't touch the job. Now you stressed out. Your countenance has now changed.
You don't even realize the whole time the devil's sitting there like, what about your servant?
Right.
Let me touch him a little bit. You remove that hedge of protection. I bet you he curse you to your face.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Sisters are, y'all are professionals at doing that. What if you getting tried like Job, sis? What if you getting tried like Job?
A lot of them sisters.
And the Most High say, yeah.
Like them sisters like his wife, cursed God and died, man.
Yeah, yo, forget this truth. Forget that Bible and forget you. I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Keep reading.
Verse 17. Well, now I'm going to read verse 17. Mm-hmm. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
Verse 18, go ahead.
Yeah, 18. Mm-hmm. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
He hear his wife nagging. He hear her footsteps coming. She called his phone. Here he go. Man, I was having a good time too. Dang, bro. But hey, yo, let's be real, sisters. How many of y'all had boyfriends that used to sit in the car for an hour before you was coming out?
Man, I used to do that.
I definitely used to do that.
At one point in time, I used to do that.
That's a fact.
To the point where I did it to a point where my wife was calling me, and then look out the door, and I'm just sitting out in the car because I just came from stress. To come to stress is, man.
You came from stress to come to more stress. That's the bad part. You came from stress to go to more stress. You know what I'm saying? Right? Keep going. Yo, hush. You ain't stressed a day in your life. Hush. Go ahead.
Verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Mm-hmm. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Y'all sisters that don't shut up. It's like a man going up a sandy hill barefoot.
He's the aged man.
Right? Come on, man. Keep going. Keep reading.
Verse 20.
And sister, who was it? It was sister. Where's she at? I want to give her a props. She brought this out earlier. I'm gonna find it. Go ahead and read.
Verse 21.
Sister Michelle brought this out. Go ahead.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. That shouldn't be the first thing you look at, dog. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. listen, that woman that's out your league come at you, you better think, what she want me for? Man. But let's be real, bro. Let's just keep it funky, dog. Like a woman out, she way out your league. You know what I'm saying? And she trying to get at you for what? What you trying to get at me for? Nah, for real. Yeah, nonsense. I ain't gonna take you out tonight. Let's chill at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I could whip up a little something. Let's study this Bible. You'll see what time she on. Go ahead, read.
Verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband.
Now read it, because brothers need to know this. Read.
A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudency, and much reproach.
Hey, so brothers, you got to make sure your stuff on point too. You know what I'm saying? We in Babylon, so you might not be the brother who can pay every bill in the house, but make sure you out here grinding for your family, right?
Hey, real quick, Bible Cashapp, read 21 one more time.
Verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Hey, look, man, we hold up, Slacky. We were just reading about who's the strongest, the wine, the king, or the woman. Yo, read this in First Ezra chapter 4, and I'm just going to read 30 and 31. It says, "And taking the crown from the king's head and setting upon her own head, she also struck the king with her left hand." This is how women do sometimes, man. They want to take the crown off their own man's head. That's crazy. And put it on their own head. Sit in his own seat. Smack him up. Yo, what's going on? And this is how you get in the conversation of being one of the strongest things on this earth, because we stumble at the beauty of a woman. Verse 31 in that first address says, "And yet for all this the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled with him again." Yo, a brother will sit there and have all types of excuses. Will sit there and laugh while you get smacked in your face. Why you got your crown taken from you? Just because of her beauty or the fact that you really do love her or whatever the reason is, but you've given your power over. Go ahead, I you.
Hey, Con, and I'm going to come back. Hey, 613, I'm not really understanding your question. We're going to come back to that. But
you know who that is, right? You don't see that? You don't see that? You don't see that side profile? You can't see it. I know who that is. That's the brother Waha right there.
I ain't never seen it without no locks, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, man. So boom, here you go. And I'm gonna tell y'all, brother, something. Sisters will use the fact that you love her against you. They will see that this nigga do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? Just think about this, right? Your husband doesn't deserve respect, but is he a bum? Does he go out of his way to take care of you? When you need something, will he make it happen? Yes. So where's the lack of respect coming from? Where's the lack of respect coming from? You see what I'm saying? Where's it coming from? You don't want your woman, you don't want your husband to have another wife. You mad disrespectful. Right? You get your attitudes when you feel like it. Right? But that's just over there gonna take care of him. She gonna treat him with respect. She gonna make him feel like a king on the earth. But because you don't want him to have another woman, you gonna threaten to do this, this, and this. Well, I'm leaving and I'm taking the kids. Bye. That ain't for everybody. That ain't for everybody. All y'all can't do that. You know what I mean? But that, you see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you subdue yourself or succumb to ultimatums, she don't respect you. She don't. A woman that gives you an ultimatum does not respect you, right? And when you succumb to that, she still doesn't respect you. Actually, you made it worse, right? Hey, look at what her sister said. She said, the worst thing a man can do is give their power over to a woman. Sisters use love and righteousness to subdue kings. What Jezebel do? Like, that's the spirit of Jezebel, right? Now, yo, you funny. Now I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I just read that. I'm getting laugh.
I'm not going there. I don't even want that smoke. I'm not even going there. I already know where you going with that. I don't even want that smoke. All right. I don't even want that smoke, right? Let's go to Sirach 26, right? And then I'm gonna get a couple of more things that is a women's job. We're gonna shut it down. It's been a 3-hour class. It's been a good class. You know what I'm saying? I like the participation. You know what I'm saying? Of the brothers, especially the sisters. You know what I mean? And your job, what we're gonna get for you in a minute, is what y'all need to start doing, especially if you're gonna be with us, right?
If you paid attention, man, we actually not even just talking about the women, because we talking about the brothers too. In the midst of talking about our sisters, because we can't do anything without y'all. Like, we need our sisters, we need our mothers, we need our daughters, we need our wives. You know what I'm saying? So the correction is all across the board, man.
That's right. That's right. Let's get that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, starting from the top. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double.
Hey man, you can give to the years of your husband's life by being a virtuous woman. We're gonna get that. We're gonna find out what a virtuous woman is. Go ahead.
And we were just when you jumped off, we were just talking about this earlier, man. 25 and 24 says, "From the woman is the beginning of sin; through her we all die."
Mm-hmm.
So a woman can cause death and life.
That's right.
Can take us out or can add life to us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and in that next verse, in that what you just was reading, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. Mm-hmm. Right? Hey, yo, check this out. That's why women go, "Oh, you try to hold me hostage. I can't go on my girls' trip." You ain't going nowhere. How about that?
Girls' trip.
Girls' trip. Where
you went? Where you going? Right. All of that.
I'm not doing none of that because you're not going. How about that?
Dang. I would allow it because I trust you, because you show forth good fruit.
If I know who your friends is and they ain't in this truth, you
look at Tico. Tico like, no.
You're not going.
No.
You're not going, right? So and then verse 26 says, if she would not go, if she go not as thou would have us her, cut off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. I don't like that part.
Hold on, but you gotta read 24. It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. See, if you done raised up just like you raised up a child, I'm not calling your wife a child, but if you taught your wife right, you know what I'm saying? You can trust your wife.
That's right. Hey man, come on now.
That's part of a man's job too.
When a brother don't want to deal with you no more, you upset. But hey yo, let's be real. It says, if she go not as thou would have her. Do you think a man would have his woman to be disrespectful to him? To not honor him? To honor another man over him? The brothers come over the crib, you nice as hell. When they leave, you a demon again. Like, come on, bro.
Don't want me to bring my brothers to the crib no more. Like, I don't want to see that fake face, that fake facade.
You feel what I'm saying? Let's keep going though. Chapter 26. Let's read 2. Let's go.
Verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
So he's gonna fulfill the years of his life. He's gonna be in peace, man. Right. You ever seen a brother, man? Him and his wife get along so well. You can just tell he's just happy. He on top of the world. He hold his head up a different type of way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, brothers, you gotta have your own confidence, bro. You gotta have your own confidence. Don't give it to your woman to rule over whether you got confidence. Because if you don't, if she sees that her confidence lies, your confidence lies in her hands, you're finished. You better have your own confidence, brothers. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 3. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
All right, now, brothers, it's on you now. Do you really fear the Lord? Now, we in captivity, so we've been brainwashed. Right? But see, your woman can turn into that righteous woman if you fear the Lord. If you fear the Lord, man. Keep going.
Verse 4. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. There be 3 things that mine heart feared, and for the 4th I was sore afraid. The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death.
Mm-hmm.
But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, Salakia, and a scourge of the tongue, which communicateth with all.
Read that again.
Verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Read that again.
But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous.
This whole lesson could just be that one verse
Read
right there.
That again.
A grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Sisters, let it go. I'm gonna tell you now. Let it go. Kadaharan, give me Revelation 18:4. Let it go.
Yeah, we're gonna sing the snow song. Let it go.
Right.
Let it go. I
Bro,
won't do that stuff no more. Yo, straight up, man.
Yo, let it go, yo. Let it go. Let it go. Revelation 18:4. We're gonna read that and we're gonna keep going. Let it go, man.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Hey man, we gotta come out of the mindset of Babylon.
Uh-huh.
You want us to come out of the mindset of Babylon because it benefits you. Watch this. I ain't gonna say no names.
Dang, bro,
I might have been the brother who just ran through women, never took care of none of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I got down in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got down. I will meet you tonight. I'm going to smash tonight, and you're going to be gone tonight. You don't even get to stay till tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? But when I come into this truth, if I lay with you, I got to take care of you now. You mine. That's a benefit for you. I had to come out of the mind state of America because America tells me I can do that. What law is it against sleeping with multiple women and not taking care of them? What law? What law is there? There's none, right?
Not
I
this
come out of
kind.
It's actually encouraged in Babylon.
It's encouraged. I got to come out of her, right? But now I get into this word. It tells you, yo, a man can have more than one wife. And now we back at Sirach, jealous of another woman. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. We got to let go of the homemonger spirit. We had to let go of that spirit. I had to let go of the smoking weed spirit. I had to let go of the drug dealing spirit. I had to let go of the gangbanger spirit. I had to let it go. And I
got to let it go.
Go ahead, say it.
No, I was about to say we got to let it go. That they're not gonna let it go.
You feel me?
Right.
Right. You're right.
They don't
We just
want
gotta let you feel me? Like let it go. Hey, Lahama, that's the only thing, the child support law, and that's to keep brothers under, right?
Right.
But like, yo, bro, listen, and the brother had said something earlier. I had to let go of some. I was watching the Ken video. He said I had to let go of some things that I necessarily didn't want to let go of. Let's just keep it funky. It's easier to sleep with a woman, never have to take care of her. That's easier. Mm-hmm. It's hard to say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna stick with this woman now, and I gotta take care of you now. See, look, she said. She said I had to let go of the "you not the boss of me" spirit. Sis, let it go. If you're gonna be in this camp, you're gonna let that spirit go.
Damn right, you're gonna let that.
You're gonna let it go, or you just don't come around. Let it go.
Yeah.
Brothers, do not tell no woman I'm never gonna be with no. Don't do that. Don't be stupid and do that. Don't do that. That's stupid.
Big mistake.
If you don't do it, then just don't do it. But don't say that. Just don't. Right? But we ain't going into that. Finish reading, bro. Let's keep going.
You know, I didn't went into it, Judah.
I know.
Yeah.
I could have kept going though. Let's read.
Hey, yo, Tico, call the whole
precept again.
I got you. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 26, starting again at verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Stop. That's cold what she just said. I had to let go of you not my daddy's spirit, all while calling my man daddy.
That is crazy.
Ain't that retarded? But I'm gonna leave that alone.
Hey, what does verse 7 say right after you finish verse 6, though?
Go ahead.
Verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaking to and fro, he that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
That jealousy, man, makes you to an evil wife, man. Like you a scorpion, man. Deadly to touch. Nobody wants to deal with scorpions, bro. I don't even think, do Moab even eat scorpions? They might.
They
do.
Moab eats
They
anything.
eat everything.
They eat everything.
They are human pig.
Yo, people ain't dealing with scorpions like that. I see a scorpion, I don't want nothing to do with that. I deal with a spider before I deal with a scorpion.
Right.
Slakia. What Yael just put in there just brought something to me. So a woman will accept that she is her dad's daughter, like I'm his baby, I belong to him.
Right.
So when she gets married, he gives her away. So you were your dad's possession. So you do believe in being someone's possession. And he gave you away, and you were willing to do that at a wedding. So he gave you away to another man. So that man, you are now his possession. And you gotta accept that. He is your head now. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I don't want, man, the law, man, you know what I'm saying? It protects the father also, don't it? That the father is a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you got laws that protect the father. You know what I'm saying? That is your possession.
That's right. That's right. Let's keep reading because we almost done. We gotta hit Titus, and I think I'm gonna end it there. Y'all read Proverbs 31 for yourself. Read it and meditate on Proverbs 31:10 on down. Just read that. Oh, you supposed to take care of me, spirit. I'm not supposed to take care of you. If you don't got no money, I'm gone. Read Proverbs 31. Right? But go ahead, finish it out. Give us a little bit more of that.
Verse 8. A drunken woman and a gather abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame.
Skip to verse 13.
Verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fat his bones.
Sisters, you got to know when to be quiet. You telling all your family, every time you talk, you know what I'm saying? You telling your family members something off about your husband or something bad about him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A matter of fact, you exaggerating because you want some attention. Right? Shut up.
Right.
Be quiet. That's what I'm saying. Most won't be able to deal with me. Be quiet. Right? Read that verse again.
Verse for Sirach 26 and verse 14.
13.
Not 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fat his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Well instructed. Guess what, brother? You got an instructor.
Yeah.
Sister, your husband teaches. You better be listening. Why is your husband bringing out all this information on a weekly basis? You not even listening. Right? Yo, there's a sister named Halima. She is nice with the scriptures. Right? And all I can do is assume that her husband is nice. That's all I can do is assume that. Right? Keep going. I don't want to cut no power out. That's crazy.
A shamefast and shamefast and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued.
A shamefaced and a faithful woman is a double grace, man. You're supposed to be a double grace towards your husband. Right? Keep going.
As the sun, when it arises in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
These sisters are out here learning how to make a house a home, yo. I'm friends with them on Facebook. Right? They learning different things. They going back. Bro, I know a sister, she took a damn picture in an apron. Because they call them pick-me's, right? She took a picture with an apron on and took a picture in the kitchen like this. And because she's preparing herself to be a wife. Right? A woman who can order a house, that can make a house a home, there's nothing better than that. Right? There's nothing better than that. So now, let's get Titus real quick, and we gonna end on that, and then we got a public service announcement, and then we gonna slide off this joint. Give me 1 second. Let me find it.
I need something real quick. While you find what you want.
Think,
Let me get 25 and 1.
What, Sirach?
Yeah, Sirach 25 and 1. Did you get that already?
No, go ahead.
Let me get that real quick, Kadar.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 1. In three things I was beautiful and stood up, Salakia. In three things I was beautified and stood up, beautiful, both before God and men. The unity of brethren.
That's what Christ is teaching, right? The unity of brethren. Go ahead.
The love of neighbors.
We also teach this also. Who's a neighbor? We already know what our neighbor is. The children of our people, right? Go ahead.
A man and wife that agree together.
And a man and wife that agree together. That's beautiful in the sight of the Most High God. This brother Judah just clowning. Yo, mute your mic, man.
Yo, you sent me the text message.
I know. You ain't supposed to laugh at that. Hey, look, man. Read it one more time, Baba Cashapp. Salagi.
In three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and wife that agree together.
Hey, man, we're supposed to be moving in one accord, man. You know what I'm saying? Moving in a trajectory towards the kingdom. Yo, it's hard for a man to do it by himself. That's why we have a wife as a helpmate. You know what I'm saying? So the beauty in it all is when y'all agree together. When the sister agrees that you're the head and she's following her husband, when the husband is leading in righteousness or as much as he can. You know what I'm saying? Even if it do fall short a little bit, man, he got to repent and become 1% better. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward. So this is a beautiful thing in the eyes of the Most High God, man, seeing the camaraderie or the togetherness of a husband and wife. Right here with
And as the togetherness of the husband and wife is beautiful, we're going to have togetherness as a camp. But we're going to read this precept because Sister Abaya pulled them. Let's read it.
Yeah, I already know she knew that one. She knew exactly where he was going.
You're right.
The book of Titus, chapter 2, starting at verse 3. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers of home, at home, Salakia, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
I'm gonna let you say what you've been wanting to teach for a minute. Go ahead.
I've been teaching it, brothers and sisters ain't been paying attention. Listen, if you're not doing these things, if you're not being obedient to your own husband, if you're not being discreet, chaste, keepers at home, being good, and the only one that's good is the Father. So if you ain't walking after the ways of the Father, you know what I'm saying, walking after the ways of your husband in righteousness, you run the risk of blaspheming the word of God. Is not the Holy Spirit the word of God? You know what I'm saying? You run a risk of blaspheming the Most High. You can't come back from blaspheming the Holy Spirit, man. Hey, so that's a bug to put y'all in the head. That's how we moving forward in this camp. You run a risk of doing that. Yeah, you muted up.
Calm. My son here talking up a storm.
It's all right. He getting ready.
That's right. So with that, that's your job, sister. Whether you like it, understand it, believe it or not, I personally don't care. I definitely don't care. Brothers, what we went over in the first half of the class, that's your job. Whether you like it, understand it, believe it or not, we don't care, especially you brothers, because if you can't do, if you can't do what that's a good precept, Nadia. If you can't do what the Most High say, we're going to pull that. If you can't do what the Most High say, you cannot be among us. Right? Get that precept, and I'm going to make these public service announcements.
She was right there on the screen.
Right. Proverbs 15:10. Correction is grievous unto him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth reproof shall die.
I saying he, but listen, we can use some pronouns on this one. What they call it? He, them, she,
they, them.
They, them. Hey, listen, man, male or female, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you're not dealing with a reproof or correction, man, if you hate that thing, man, you run a risk of
Wilbert. No, I wouldn't call you. This man bringing out this. I like this precept. Read that, Tico.
The book of 1 Samuel 15:23. Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
Don't be rebellious, brothers. So you don't get taken off out of your position, man. Don't get tricked out of your position, right? By nobody.
Hey, it say king, but at the same point in time, man, our sisters are to rule with us, man. Ain't no other nation supposed to be above y'all. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if y'all rebelling, you can't claim your rightful position.
That's right. And king is just rulership, man. These women supposed to be in rulership over these other nations too, man.
That's right.
They underneath us, right?
That's right.
When we lead the castle, y'all got to rule it.
That's right. Ain't nobody else gonna rule. No other nation gonna rule over our Israelite women, our Israelite princesses.
Con.
Bro, what in the world? All right, Con. So with that being said, we're gonna make some public service announcements real fast. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna send this to myself. All right, and I'm gonna read something that the brother Jonathan has sent. All right. Give me 1 second. All right, so boom. Check this out, y'all. Number one, if you're gonna be with this camp, right? If you're gonna be with this camp, there's something you gotta understand. All right. Men are gonna lead the house. That's no options, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you're gonna be among this camp, men are going to lead your house. If you're not leading your house, you cannot be amongst us, brothers. All right, you can't do it. And number two, your children will be in order if you're gonna be with us. That's how I gotta go. You can't have it any other way. We gotta have order, man. That's why, bro. That's why stuff don't go the way it's supposed to go, because there's a lack of order. There's a lack of people that are bold enough to say something about it. So that's how we rock it. That's how we rock it here at AHOS. And number three, polygyny is lawful, sisters. Sorry. Just understand that there is a chance that your husband may dib and dab in that lifestyle, right? And when I say dib and dab, if he dab, he can't dip.
I'm about to say that's a wrong choice of words.
Yeah, if he dab, he can't dip. He got to stay there, right?
And this is what we teach as a camp. Don't come around thinking that you're
going to change it.
Yeah, you're going to change. Nah.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Yo, a brother might not take another wife.
That's a fact.
That's his choice. But don't come around thinking that, yo, you got to do what I say or live a certain type of way. Nah.
And if he falls victim to that, both of y'all are going.
Don't take no husband out of none of our brothers and demand that of them.
Because you're going to be hurt. And brothers, gird up your loins, right? So May 6th, 2 p.m. until in San Francisco, them brothers are also, hey, see, here go another one. I'm sorry, got to stop. Don't come around planting wicked seeds among the sisters. Ain't no sister groups. What do I mean by that? Because we got a sister group. Ain't no sister groups. What I mean by that is ain't no consulting together with one consent to come against the brothers. We kicking you out.
Or against another sister.
Or against another sister. Oh, that definitely. We're kicking you out for that too. You know what I'm saying? Don't try it. We're kicking you out.
We a family. Let's move as a family, man.
That's how we got to be. That's how we got to be. And the reason why we're doing this in the beginning stages of us being in camp, we're setting that precedent. This is what it's going to be from now moving forward until your house shot crack the sky, right? So with that being said, Cinco de Mayo Unity Camp, San Francisco. If you in that area, Pier 39, Fisherman Wharf, right in front of Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream. All congregations are welcome, and they're going to fellowship afterwards, all right? So May 6th, 2 p.m. until the brothers at, of course, AHOS with the brothers of Malachium, all right? They're going to be doing a Unity Camp Cinco de Mayo weekend. I don't got our flyer yet, but it's all good because we're going to be doing our Cinco de Mayo event here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got a plethora of camps that's coming. I got off the phone with a couple brothers today. We got about 3 or 4 different camps that's going to be there. All right, the brothers from Atlanta's coming down. We're going to have a good time in the spirit. We're going to teach our people who they are according to the Bible and try to reach our people from Northern Kingdom as well as Jake and them because, you know, they're going to be out there. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have that flyer out shortly with the address and all that good stuff. If you need the address, send us an email, anointedhos@gmail.com. We'll have that for you. All right? Hey, man, we appreciate everybody who tuned into the class. All right? We appreciate the support from my brothers and our sisters. All right, you got something.
Your brother say, "All right, one more time, man. I'm thinking that you another brother from another camp. Stop saying all right all the time, brother. Stop saying that, man.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We love that brother too. He's funny.
We love the brothers, man.
Hey man, for sure. So with that, man, we're the Anointed House of Saints, so we know the Most High is going to let us take the kingdom forever and ever, even forever. By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin,